Ahoy, sailors! Welcome to episode 28 of the Savage Tide. It has been a very long time, but we're back in business. Nice to see everyone. And let's get ready to rumble. I'm your host and game master, or dungeon master, because this is 5th edition. Merrick Vulgaris everywhere. There he pronouns. And I'm playing the big bad right now, because we're in the middle of a battle. LCT, what's up?
Hi, who are you strange people? I've never seen you before. Welcome
Hello,
back.
Minecrafter.
Shut up, Dave. Yeah, hi, I'm LZT. I play Presco Stormskin. He, him pronouns, and I'm very excited to play this game that I haven't played for what seems like a few years.
Too long.
So, yeah, way too long. And throw it over to Dempsey.
Hi, it's been a minute. I play Crook. I'm Dempsey. I play Crook Monteau, the cursed champion of Istis. My inspiration trigger for the day is during a fight, make sure others are watching to ensure that they witness your destined fame. And I use he or they pronouns. And then Dave.
Also, before Dave goes, my inspiration thing is I have to steal soul.
Steal a soul.
Cool. Hey everyone, it's your boy Spicy Chocolate, coming to you live from the savviest channel on the savviest of internets. I play Pinnle Apple. He's a parrot macaw rogue swashbuckler. Yes, that's right.
You got it.
It's been about 7,000 years, and we all have cricks on our neck, but we're going to come back, and we're going to come back swinging. And I rolled some dice and I got a thing. I'm going to tell you what that thing is right now. It is the pen is mightier than the sword. Write this story at the detriment of your companions. So that'll be fun. And yeah, I'm ready. Finally. Kelsa, you look ready, maybe? It's hard to tell.
I am ready, actually. Hello, I'm Kelsa. You can find me on Twitter at Kelsa. My pronouns are she, her, but today I'm playing Bojko, whose pronouns are he, him, half-orc barbarian. And my inspiration trigger for today is call upon your Warhammer as you defeat an enemy. So I think what that means is that my Warhammer needs a name, and it will get one.
Captain America.
Assuming an enemy.
Right? You just haven't defeated a worthy enough foe to have a name for it yet.
I mean, but if we kill this weird demon bat,
yeah,
Spicy
it's
boy.
an aspect of a god.
Spicy boy. I like Spicy boy.
Spicy boy.
Kill the Spicy boy. That I think
when you look
will
up,
be worthy.
When you, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I like the name Zotzila's Blight.
Yeah. Zodzila's.
Zodzila's Blight. Ooh.
Or on the other hand, if you pulverize some bones, then you can call it the pulverizer, and then I can translate it, and it becomes. And then you can be like fake Thor, and then everyone's happy.
Or I could just take Spicy Boy.
Spicy boy.
So a couple points of order before we do the recap and get into the game today. One, I'm still recovering, being a little bit sick, so I'm gonna do what I can to mute my mic beforehand. But I'm gonna be coughing and sneezing. I feel great. It's just the leftover bits of a cold that you just can't shake. It's that thing, right? So I apologize for that ahead of time. Second of all, to Kelsa's point about Spicy Boy, I did look up Spicy Boy in the compendium, and it does show the aspect of Zodziala. So she's not wrong. Third thing is we a couple things to remind ourselves for the fight coming up, and that we're in the midst of. We're in a superheated magma event, right? So con saves at the start of every turn, or you take 6 points of fire damage. The big blue thing that we're going to see in the map. How about I just show you all so chat knows what we're talking about? The blue thing on the map there is the ice sheet from the ice storm that LZT cast. I don't know how long that lasts, but I just put it on the map to show you. That's difficult terrain. Remember, so that's twice 2 feet or two
I do
steps of movement per square.
Someone doing something that made it so that we didn't have to make a con save.
Yeah, this is why I'm doing this stuff again, because it's been 5 months because of traveling and the ore report and stuff like that. So
Has it really been 5 months?
No, it's been
No.
maybe like 6 or 7 weeks.
By the way, the difficult terrain is until the end of my next turn.
Okay, cool. So at the end, so Henley just went. It's an aspect of Zozella's turn this round.
Why are none of us on the turn order tracker?
They're on the turn order for mine.
Yeah, I can only see the
Uh,
aspect on fire bats.
Yeah, me too.
That's wild. I think it's because the turn order setup is from the other map screen, and it's kept the turn order here. But because we're on a new layer, because I created this map since the last time we played,
That's right.
the turn order stuff hasn't been updated. So let me I should write this down here.
Can you just make the turn? Like, can we just remake the turn
Yeah,
order right now?
but don't do that until I write down
Oh,
everyone's
yeah.
things, just so I don't get the things crossed.
No crossing the streams. Got it.
No
So if
crossing.
I change
no crossing
my,
streams.
So if I change my initiative now, no one will know.
No, you liar, you liar.
You can just scroll up. It's all in the log, bro.
Bojko,
Stop
Presco, Pinellas.
helping. Stop helping him, Dave.
Now,
he
now
doesn't
you,
need
now
that
you
help.
can do it. Now you can do it. I got everybody's.
Coca-Cola.
And just confirm for me that you're seeing it in your.
Yeah, I'm seeing us at pop as.
There we
So
are.
we're going back to the previous one, yeah? So you're just going to edit them?
Yeah,
Presco did not
I'm
show up
editing
for
them.
me.
Yeah, Presco's not on mine either.
LZT, did you select your token before you hit?
Oh, I can select several tokens.
Yeah, but just yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I clicked. Oh, there we go.
Now you're on.
I rolled
Finally-
3 times, but it's supposed to be an 11.
I did not. Presco, you had an 11.
Yes.
Right.
10 out of 10.
Oh.
That's
That I
damn,
did,
that's pretty
because,
damn
you know.
close to what we already had. Korik had a 6. Classic Korik.
Rolling low on those
Now.
initiatives.
Right?
I had a 22.
Bojko,
So you've already
Bojko,
fixed mine.
22.
Yeah, but
Okay.
you're not helping by saying you have a higher number, Kelsa. I don't think it's like an average thing. I think you're good and the rest of us are
That
Actually,
sounds correct.
I think that's how it is.
You guys
I have a
are-
+5 initiative, but I still roll like hot garbage. So, you know.
Yeah, I have a +1 and I roll terribly every time.
I have -1 because I'm shit.
If I get over 10, it's a good day.
Well, if you think about it, if you're at the bottom of the initiative, you still go before the enemy of the next turn.
Sometimes it's actually
Yeah.
better to be at the bottom of initiative.
I like,
Yeah.
well, okay, I like being
Especially in this
first,
game.
but I'm okay being at the bottom of the initiative because I get to plan around everybody else.
Exactly.
And
when you're
hopefully
playing
by then, if Bajko goes first, then hopefully there's no more enemies, so we don't have to worry about it anymore. So
Good point.
it's like when you're playing a cleric and you're kind of like, oh, well, I think I'm just going to spend this turn healing people. Like, you want to wait to do the damage report, right? And heal people who got hurt the most that round. But when you go first, you're like,
the only time it sucks is if you're playing a fighter and it's the first round and you go last and your fighter is based around reactions.
Yeah.
Because your reaction doesn't happen until you
Refresh,
actually
yeah.
take your turn. So
yeah, so it's kind of burned. Okay, let's do the recap for this episode, right? The party you went to Tanarora, remember? That's the Ulman major city in the south of the Isle of Dread, to enlist the aid of warriors for the upcoming Battle of Farshore. You learned that in order to enlist the help of the citizens and armies of Tanarora, you're going to need to quelch the wrath of the fire god Zotzeala by returning a statue that was found in a warehouse back in Farshore. And you do that by taking it to the shrine that's from the erupting volcanoes, the Fangs of Zotzeala. Some things to remember that were important bits of information that happened last time. So for starters, number 1, you got that statue by chance in a warehouse because you were tracking down thieves, but turned out to be a ethereal alien creature stealing stuff.
No, we were looking for the captain.
Yeah, you were looking for the.
And
Yeah, that's right. You were
We
looking for the.
failed.
See, you
we
know better than I
failed
do. That was a
failed
We
test.
the
found
search.
something
You passed
else.
your test. Good job.
what if he was the captain?
So you found that. That's an interesting question, but no. Okay,
Yes,
so
no.
so that's a big thing, right? And the other key discovery that happened last session, oh so long ago, that I thought was important to remind you all was that how the hell did some thieves go and climb this mountain in the superheated place, deal with this fire bat, and steal the statue to begin with? That didn't make a lot of sense to you. So why was this stolen in the first place? Like this isn't just a simple job. And why was this in a random warehouse to be smuggled with a bunch of other like random goods? Like that didn't really.
I like to imagine
Keep
that
that
this
in mind, too.
aspect, this aspect thing was like really frustrated. And you know how you throw your phone sometime when you're frustrated?
Oh yeah.
He just sort of launched it out. You know, he's just like, fuck this statue.
Yeah. I mean,
my theory was that someone's like, oh, that's a very dirty statue. I can take it away and have it cleaned for you. And then they didn't bring.
They washed off all the sacred dirt.
Yeah, exactly.
My idea is that he got bored and he just kind of like flung it off the mountain somewhere and just like, maybe they'll bring it back and I'm just gonna get really angry and hopefully someone will bring it back.
He wanted drama in his life. I think what it boils down to.
I'm not exactly sure
I
that's
think-
correct, but
I think what happened
play
though
on.
is that he was sad, and then he was crying, and the statue washed down the mountain in his tears. And then when it was gone, he was angry, but he's really angry at himself.
right.
Yeah.
He's the real monster.
I think
See,
we're-
I'm behind him right now, patting him on his back, reassuring him that everything.
I think
Yeah, we
this is
can't-
like a drama. I think basically this is Days of Our Lives, but it's like Sulfur and Brimstone or something.
Yeah, we
Right.
came to make friends.
I forgot music
Yeah.
was a thing.
Let's fight. I know. That's
You
on that.
scared me with the music.
I
You get
did.
it?
I was like,
It's one of the tools the DM has to be like, it's game time.
it's a good tool.
It's literally on that note.
Oh, by the way, my turn order is not actually in order. Is that just me, or is that?
Yeah,
No,
you
it's
need to
because I
hit
modified
the
everything.
order button.
The problem here is that
Hit the button.
yeah, but then okay. Oh, there's
There
two
you go.
Quirks then.
Get rid of one of them.
Can you see yours, Quirk?
My
I can only see one that says 6.
That's
Yeah,
good.
I can
Okay.
see the one that says 6.
Same.
Good.
I can see mine.
Okay, I cut the right wire. There are two duplicate ones saying 6, so I had to guess. Anyways, it's not your turn, Boschko. Sorry. We're going down to the Aspect's turn because that's where we caught.
I
That's where we
remember.
left off. All right.
I was really sad because we didn't get to do my turn.
Yeah. Okay, it's Aspect's turn. My place is superheated. Starting off, let's see if it recharges its breath weapon. No. Okay. That's fine. No, that's good for you. Okay. So it's going to go ahead and probably just going to attack the closest person.
Which would be Bajka. Definitely not the bird behind him.
No, I think it's going to be the bird behind him.
Oh no, Burby, come back.
All right, bird.
What up?
You're
It's
gonna-
me, your boy, Spicy Chocolate. Let's go.
Yeah. Here you go. This is the first time it's going to attack with its claws, I think.
Cool.
Ooh. Yep. Okay. That's pretty dope.
I like the sound of this.
Okay. Yep. All right. There it is. So first, it's going to hit you with try to hit you with its claws.
Okay.
First one, 12. Second one's
Nope.
20.
Nope.
Okay. Then it's bite. 15. Oh my god.
Nope.
You're just duck dodging and diving away from its claws, and then it's bite. Which is awesome because like each slash of this, like the slow motion, like zoom in effect, right? Because it's like any sort of TV show.
Yeah, I'm like running along the blade. You know,
Yeah.
that's how I roll.
The cool thing is that the claws and stuff like this that you're fighting, you can see that they like swirl with like tendrily smoke and darkness. Like there's some extra effects that the claws do than just regular old claw damage. And you just sort of like do that like barrel roll spin like through everything, like Alita Battle Angel, like through the twisting, that kind
Yeah,
of
you
part of the
know,
trailer
I'm
shit.
I'm flying
Flying through
between
it.
his teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
like-
Like you go through its claws and like it tries to bite you and you like tumble away. Yeah, it looks good. It's a really cool shot. What I'm trying to say.
Nice.
Cool. And it rages and roars because it misses. Korik, it's your turn. What do you do?
Oh, that's kind of far away. What do I do? I haven't played this character in forever. It's been a minute, everyone.
Yeah, I'm reading through all of my feats that I can do.
Right.
Again,
I know, because our characters have so many abilities, and when you don't play for a while, you just have like a page of like, here's all the cool things you can do. We're not level 1 characters anymore. We have like superpowers.
Okay. Kelsa, is Bajko's weapon a magic weapon?
No, it's not.
Alright. Okay. Alright, here's what I'm gonna do. Run up over here, and I am going to touch Bajko's hammer and cast magic weapon.
That's very helpful. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Bajko just grunts and nods like, ugh.
Awesome.
And
Yeah.
I'm not done. Thank you. Wait, are these bonus
No,
actions?
I think I have a picture of what that looks like, right? Like the hammer is like kind of smoldering, and like the leather bits of like turning or like melting into fringes and stuff. But then when you hit it with the magic weapon, it gets perfectly clean and like ready to go, like shink.
Yeah, it's like perfectly clean, and where the handle is, and then like spiraling up are like tendrils of tendrils of fate.
Fate. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they're like wispy at the ends. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah. And I think that's all I can do because I don't have any other action things that I can do. That's fine.
No. That's a
Everything
bonus
else is
action.
dead.
You have.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do, but I can't get over there.
Oh, because of the terrain. Yeah, and you don't have any ranged weapons, right? You don't have any javelins or anything?
Do I? Oh, I have a light crossbow. Where did I get a light crossbow? Someone gotta tell me this.
I don't know.
I have a bunch of javelins if you want to pull one off my back.
Yeah, you can use that.
I have like half
Okay.
a dozen.
Technically, your hand is open to cast the spell anyways, because you have to touch the hammer. So you touch the hammer, then you
Mhm.
grab a javelin from his from Bajko's bag, right? And throw it.
That's
Well,
what
that's-
Oh,
she's.
yeah, let's do that.
Sure.
Let's do that.
Throw it.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna throw a javelin.
Do it.
I'm proficient with javelins.
Thrown weapons use your strength, so it's just like a strength attack. But it's not
Okay.
magical, so just
All right.
none of that.
Cool. I'm just gonna use my greatsword.
Yeah.
Attack. 20.
20 is not enough to hit it.
Whoa.
What? Excuse me? Okay.
More
Um,
like sorry, it's not enough to. It's not that it doesn't hit it. It doesn't do any damage to it. Right.
Right.
It turns around, you do it, and it throws up its wing, and it just like hits the wing and flies and like acts like it hit metal or rock.
All right, guys. The AC is between 20 and 27.
Yep. There you go. You're narrowing it down.
Good luck.
You're welcome, everyone. I'm done.
Yeah, this thing's very hard.
Rawr!
Bajko.
Let's hit it with a magic hammer.
This is also the start of the new round, by the way.
Right, so that
I was
makes us
playing
up to
at home.
6. Okay, so hold on.
So how far away, you guys? I must have missed something. I'm sorry.
Each square is 5 feet. So it's 40 feet of movement to get within 5 feet of it. Right, because that's difficult
But
terrain.
I thought it was flying over a giant hole
You
or
were.
something.
That's what this lava and stuff is at the end of the map. See this? Like the red and the orange? My
Yeah.
beautiful ability to do maps.
Uh-huh.
That's
But
what's going on over here.
Oh,
like-
and it came onto the land?
Yeah,
Right,
so like this
okay.
black part is an extension of the rock formation, right? And that's where
Uh-huh.
the bats are flying out. Like that's that's part of the magma chute, right? Like the
Got it.
actual proper part of the volcano. So this is like a little offshoot, like a fissure, off the like a vein off of the actual magma
Roger,
tube.
roger.
Okay. So it is double movement to go through the blue area.
Correct.
So 10, 20, 30, 40. I still have enough movement to get right up on this guy because I'm a barbarian.
Yeah.
And then I am going to smash him with this
Hammer.
warhammer. I
Two
put
attacks.
the magic bonus on there. So once,
Nope. Nope.
twice. Oi, oi, oi.
Also make your con save. Because you're no longer in the fog cloud, right? LCT? If I recall correctly, you didn't
No.
maintain it. Right.
Nope.
I forgot to ask that from Quirk, too. Quirk, you need to make a con save.
Yeah.
Unless someone has a property of immune to like fire damage or resist fire damage.
Nope.
Nope. Both of you take 6 points of fire damage.
Yep.
Wait, no. Sorry. Cork, you do. Bajko, you don't. I think, this is the reason why. You know what? No. It's not fair for me to say that and be kind to you. I think the only fairest thing to do is make LCT make a roll a d20. Because whether or not the coldness of the sheet of the ice is actually keeping the temperature down from you enough that it's not doing enough damage to you is my logic here. But if that's true or not, it's greater than a 10, it's totally you're okay, Kelsa.
Sweet.
Bajko's okay for that. You can see like the cracks and stuff from the ice are like keeping. It's like it's cooler, right? It's noticeably cooler, right there.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that if you're within 10 feet of me, you get +2.
Yeah.
Saving throws.
But I'm not.
Right.
I guess
Started out.
I would have been.
Yeah.
I would have been, but it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
it wouldn't have helped right there.
I didn't think of that till now. Korik, you can make an intelligence test. If you pass the test, you'll be willing to move. Like, I'll let you retroactively move into an icy square to protect yourself. If you pass, or a wisdom test. It's a wisdom saving. Or just make a wisdom test, right?
Wisdom or intelligence?
Wisdom, because it's wisdom.
I have a crap intelligence. You know.
It's wisdom.
This.
It's definitely wisdom. It's the idea to see this in there as a reflex. Nope, you rolled a 1, a natural 1 there too. Okay, you're fine right there.
Okay. No, hold on. I want to say something. I failed 3 times in a row.
That's true.
Wow.
That you just like fire bad,
Yeah.
ice also bad. Don't want double bad.
Stop rolling ones. Oh no.
So
Correct.
you just got the 1 in 8,000 odds, and you.
Hold on.
you-
I
you
get to
fuck-
make one more attack. I get to make
You
one
do,
more
you
attack.
do. I'm sorry. I know we're distracting from this, Kelsa. I'm sorry.
Because I made 2 attacks, but I get an extra attack as a bonus action because I'm doing my
Reckless.
special extra rage.
Yeah. Oh, extra rage. Yeah, that's right. Do it.
Yeah. Reckless is if I was to get
Advantage. Natural 1. What is going on?
Maybe I should have been attacking
That's
recklessly.
3 natural 1s in a row. Four natural 1s if you count the Korix from before, right? Like this. That's
Can we
wild.
just restart this shit?
Nope. You're getting all the bad dice out of the way early.
Can everyone just re-roll as lucky gnomes and just re-rolls on the wall?
No, I don't. No, I'm not doing that shit.
I seem to remember we did
Frenzy,
something
that's the
ahead of
one.
time. There was like ice or something. I don't remember.
Oh.
We had something. Anyway.
Yeah, we
But,
have a fog cloud.
Yeah. So
Ah.
previously, Presco was using fog cloud to basically enshroud each person in like a cool, like literally like a cool mist is on you, keeping the temperatures, like kind of regulating your temperatures on you. I was letting you him use that as sort of like a mass absorb element spell, because he described it that way, and I'm super cool with people using spells that way. But he got hit with damage, and he failed the concentration check, so that went off.
Yeah. So it's coming back soon. Don't worry.
Yeah. It is your
Oh,
turn,
okay.
Presco, right? Because there's no fire bats, and so it's Presco, Pinel, Aspect, and then Cork again.
I'm gonna move up a bit.
Can you all see the damage bar of the Aspect?
Yes.
Mm.
About halfway.
It's about halfway. Okay, I just wanted to make sure
Oh.
you all have a sense of like tactically you have the information that you need.
Okay, I move up here, and then I cast another fog cloud centered. Let's see. Yeah, centered here. So that's 20
Oh,
feet
cool.
radius.
So it hits
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Does that make it hard to hit stuff or what?
No. But you need, before you cast a spell, you need to make a Constitution check yourself. Because you're not you're not in the ice.
No. Do I get any bonus for being covered in water? Because I've been casting a shit ton of spells.
No.
I didn't think
It's
so.
because it's not freezing.
Imagine
I'm
if
playing it
water
like
was
Pokemon,
hot,
okay? Yeah.
and that's what it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the
actually,
opposite.
you know
Like that could actually be way worse for you.
That's a good point. I could just take one step further and be on the ice.
Yes, you could.
Yes, I will
And then
do that.
then you don't have to make the Constitution check, and then you cast a spell. But at the end of the
Yes.
turn, this ice breaks and disappears.
You know what? I take the ice and channel the heat from the cave into the ice, turning it into a cool mist.
Oh, cool!
Which
Yeah,
is why the ice goes away.
Hell yeah.
And suddenly there is a fog cloud across the entire first 2 feet of the.
Oh,
Or-
it's just Divinity
yeah.
Original Sin 2 all
Yeah.
of a sudden?
you're or a waterbender, but yeah, but yeah, I love it. I love it so much.
So you
Good
see
shit, LZT.
Presco bend down and jam his very pointy claw hands into the ice and go like,
More sauce.
and just the entire floor starts.
It soaks up into a mist, right? And then you control the
Yeah.
mist, and it goes on everybody. Love it. Super cool. That's dope as fuck.
Ah,
I'm here
that's
for that.
refreshing.
Awesome. So as long as you don't take any damage, it is a maintain concentration spell, but everyone doesn't have to do the concentration con save for d6 or 6 damage.
Just don't roll a natural 1 on your concentration check. It's fine.
Is that your full turn, Prescott?
I don't have anything else. Oh, actually, is it a bonus action to use my fancy shield?
Your shield's already been activated.
Oh, okay.
I
Oh,
watched,
yeah, it
I
is a
watched the
bonus
VOD.
action, but-
I watched the VOD and remember
Okay.
you used Burst on me.
You
But
did
it takes a
This
minute.
guy GMs.
It
This
lasts
guy
a minute.
GMs.
So keep that in mind. So you and Bojko are tracking the
Yes.
rounds there. We're on round 6, and so 10.
Yeah, so
I think it goes back.
was it on the first round? Oh, whatever. It's a bonus action to bring it.
Yeah. Okay. Back to you, Henley.
I make like a parakeet and I stab a bitch.
Yes.
There we
Test
go.
your might.
How do you roll?
You have advantage.
Oh, there. Cool. I have advantage, huh? Sweet.
Wait, no, you have sneak attack. I'm sorry. I'm thinking you're eligible for sneak. You don't have advantage. I misspoke. It's been a very long time since I played D&D.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, you automatically are eligible for sneak attack because of your swashbuckling. Never mind. That's
Yeah.
just redundant to say. 19's
How's
not
a
enough.
19 do?
No.
All right, I will offhand.
Okay. Rolling 20. Also not
Woo!
enough.
Oh, come on.
What this looks like is it's not like you're missing it. Again, like you're hitting it, but it doesn't do any damage because it's like smoke and rock and you're just not hitting at anything vulnerable.
When I rolled, I definitely missed it though.
Yeah. Oh, you rolled. You whiffed through it. So it's the Aspect's turn again. The Aspect's gonna spend one claw to attack Bojko, one to attack Pinel, and then I'm gonna roll a d2 to see who it bites. It's actually going to move. It's gonna move up a little bit, and then do this. 22 on Bojko. 13 on
Yeah,
Pinel.
that'll hit.
Okay, let's do the damage. The damage for the claw was so 3. It's 13 points of fire, or 13 points of slashing damage, 3 points of fire
Gotcha.
damage, and then can you make a strength saving throw for me, please?
Both of us?
No,
Or am
just
I the
you,
only guy
just
hit?
you, when you're hit.
Okay, so the slashing you said was 13.
Yep, 13 slashing, 3 fire.
Is that rounded down half?
Yeah,
Or...
you round down.
Okay.
So it's 6.
So that'd be 6. So that's gonna be 28, and then a strength check.
Yeah. So yep.
There's also 3 points of fire
3
damage.
yeah, there were 3 points of fire.
I
damage.
accounted
Okay,
that already
awesome.
because
Then,
Okay.
then don't worry
fire
about
damage-
yeah.
the fire damage isn't reduced. Only the. And now I roll good. Great.
Yeah. Awesome. So you feel
I think you can remove the ice box.
yes, thank you.
Good call.
Right. So here's what happens. You get slashed by it, by the claws of this aspect. You feel like something that would be equivalent to like you being stung, right? Like a poison. But you just power through it. It's really not a poison, but mechanically it behaves like a poison. It's really like enervating, like it's like a strength drain.
Oh, and
but it would
actually,
act like it.
technically, I was supposed to have advantage on all strength checks and strength saving throws. So
Cool. Yeah.
It's
Well, it
fine, I
doesn't
rolled
matter.
really well,
you
so it
you
doesn't
flex your
matter,
way out
but-
of it. You flex your way out of it. It's all good.
I'm just rereading my character sheet and catching up.
Totally. And then it has a bite attack though. 1 is Pinel, 2 is Boschko. Boschko, it's coming for you.
God, if I
19.
just come out of this fight with like no damage and everyone else, it's just like
Oh,
Yeah, you bite me. You bite me.
by the way,
I
it
give
does
0
not
flex.
recharge. Okay, it doesn't recharge its thing, but it does bite you again. Okay, so same amount of damage again, another straight saving throw.
All right. So I'm gonna remember to go to.
So
okay,
for you, it's 9 damage total,
9 damage total.
and then straight saving throw. Right, 6
And then
6 slash, 3 fire, and a 19,
19.
is good enough. A
Okay.
17. You're good. Yeah, this thing's brutal though. Work.
Yikes.
Yeah. Gonna run up to the spicy boy and swing my sword.
I'm glad that's sticking. Oh, I love it.
I'm
Spicy
going
boy.
to yeah, we're just gonna attack. Great sword. 13, don't hit. I'm going to use my inspiration to do this one.
Oh yeah,
Crit.
we have inspiration.
27.
Oh yeah, there you
My
go.
man.
27.
That's
My man.
yes. Uh,
19, 9 plus 12.
did you want to
With
smite?
a divine smite.
Yeah, there you go.
Woo.
Doesn't that get doubled as well? Dice gets doubled.
I don't know. does it?
Yeah, dice when you crit, dice gets doubled.
Okay. All right. 9, 12, 30. I can't do math.
So
51.
15? There you go. Didn't like that at
You
all.
just get covered in spice, man. There's like
You all do. So can you all make a reflex save for me, please? Everyone within 5 feet of it, right? Because you get a huge slash through it, right, Korik? As like magma from its chest like explodes around people. Right? Like,
Oh no! Everybody makes a. You said reflex.
Yeah, reflex, dexterity.
You get plus 2, Bashka.
Right.
Is everyone 5 feet, right?
Oh, I got 13.
How do you put that +2 in?
you
I
can
have
just
it.
edit it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go
I have-
to the little cog, and then you can add in like modifiers to stuff
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I have a global save modifier on.
Yeah, but like, where does it go?
So it's in the cog, and then there's like if you want to make a dexterity bonus,
Go
it's
for
like
the
in the
eyes,
second.
Okay, I found it. It's in the second
Yeah.
row. That's why.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Wrong
No,
button.
no problems for you at all, Boschko. Which makes sense because you're the one who does the slash.
It wasn't me. That was
Oh,
Korik.
Korik. Sorry.
Yeah,
Korik.
I got a 13. I don't have advantage on that.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Not good.
I got a 21 though.
All right,
Are we
Boschko,
making
you're
dex
good.
saves here?
Yeah, dexterity
Is that what
saves. Yep.
Can I make
that can-
acrobatics? Or is that not
That actually
possible?
should be 23 because it didn't actually save this.
Acrobatics. No, it's a dexterity save. The saving throw. It's not an active thing you're doing. This is a defensive thing that you're doing.
Okay. So
11. Okay, so both of you are going to get hit with 6 points of fire damage.
I take half.
You do take half.
Is this like a shrapnel effect?
Basically, yeah, within 5 feet of
Okay,
it.
so
It's
the,
like,
the fog thing doesn't.
I tell you what, if you want to burn your fog, you won't take any damage. But I don't think you want to do that.
I don't take any damage anyway because you
Yeah,
said 5
I know.
feet and I'm like 20
Yeah.
feet away.
That's an offer to Henley. If you want to burn your use of your fog cloud, that's covering you, that's protecting you for future rounds, to
I've only
inflict this
lost
damage.
one
Be my
HP
guess.
at this point. I'm
Yeah.
good.
I
We're
know.
good.
Okay.
I'm just like.
Yeah, until you're hit
things a
though.
little bit.
Until you're hit.
Yeah.
When you're hit though, it's gonna be
He's,
bad.
he's only taken 1 HP. Unfortunately, that's 25%.
Right? Yeah, exactly. That's glass cannon there. Awesome.
Do we not take
Korik,
any damage if we made our save?
It's still your turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saving.
No.
Full save, no damage.
Okay, great.
Do I still have a bonus action?
Yep. It's you did your attack. That's all you did so far.
Okay.
Or I guess
Alright.
you moved. You moved to
Yeah,
attack.
I did move.
You still have your bonus
did
action.
That's just what I
And you
was
did
asking.
attack twice. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Good.
Yep, I did. I sure did. I am
Smiting's not a
going-
bonus action, right? No, I don't think it is.
The thing for Divine Smite says it is instantaneous.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Passing time.
Because I play a paladin too, and my gut's telling me that it's not. But again, it's shaking off the rust. So
Yeah,
let's just say it
same.
is. Let's
Yeah,
say it's
I haven't-
not if it is. For now.
I also haven't played in forever, so
So if you're burning a spell, it's a bonus action, and then also the spells for a paladin is also on bonus action after hit. So, and then there's a couple that aren't. They're like full actions or whatever, but yeah, it's all bonus action stuff. If I remember.
Let's see if paladin loads. If it loads, it's fine. Look, we're ruling that it's not for now, unless I see some evidence.
I've got the player's handbook open right now,
Okay.
motherfucker.
Divine Smite. Oh. It doesn't say that at all. When you hit a creature with an attack action, you expend one spell slot to do radiant damage. Period. There's no.
Yeah,
there's
so
no,
you know. So if you're using an
Yeah, I don't think it's
He's
actually
not
an
casting
action.
the spell. He's not casting the spell like Wrathful Smite or anything like that. He's casting.
Oh,
Or he's,
you're doing
he's
the-
doing Divine Smite by burning a spell slot to add damage to the attack.
yeah, no, it's not an extra thing. It's just
It's a free action.
Sorry about that. Okay, cool.
Did we go underwater for a second?
Under the sea.
Shiny! Things start singing. So Cork, you still have a bonus action, correct?
yeah,
You don't have a spell
Cork-
up right now.
yeah. Cork is.
Or do you have
going to
magic
turn to
weapon? You
Bashko.
do.
Well, Bashko has magic weapon up. Oh, do I have to make that con save?
You do. You're fine.
Cork will turn to Bashko and say, "We're not done yet," and give him rally.
I'm about to give this boy an aspect of pain he's never felt before.
Battlemaster stuff is so fun.
Yeah, but it's so specific in a lot of cases.
How
too.
many temporary hit points is that?
6.
6. Nice.
Cool. I mean, that's equivalent to freeing up a claw, which, right? That's awesome.
And that's my turn.
Cool. So this is by the way, this is the start of round 7. There's no fire bats. Press go. Do you?
Wait, how come it's only? I
You
thought
skipped me. You skipped Boschko.
I fucking
Yeah.
did. I'm the worst.
Battlemaster was D8, or is that just fighter Battlemaster?
No, it's the feet.
The feat, the martial adept feat, it's D6s.
So,
Right, okay.
Battlemaster is D8.
because of the stuff. So before you came on, Henley,
Yeah.
Dempsey was playing a fighter, but because he
Mhm.
died in a cool circumstance, he came back to life as a paladin to the god of fate, who brought them back. And
Yeah.
because of that, it's sort of like So I gave Dempsey the ability to take that feat because that's sort of like a legacy to his previous character, but it's changed.
Yeah,
that's why.
it's not,
Well-
it's not like you unlearn how to ride
Yeah.
a bike. You know what I mean?
No. But rather than like
Well-
do multi-class stuff, I'd rather just give like things like feats.
Yeah. Well, last Cork was a Battlemaster fighter, and at level 4, I took the martial adept feat to get more maneuvers.
Yeah.
So that's why I kept the martial adept feat, because I had taken it already.
Okay.
Rock and
So let's hit this aspect.
Spicy boy.
Let's hit Spicy Boy.
Thank you.
All right. Ready?
Use his full name.
23.
Spicy Boy the Third Esquire.
23 is not enough.
No.
Mr. Spicy Boy is my
Whoa.
father. So
Let's
his
go-
AC is between 24 and 27.
There you
It's
go.
not a very big gap.
Ooh, all right, 13's not good enough. Last attack. 18. Why can I not hit? Oh
Nope.
my gosh.
Wait. Are you adding that +1 that I gave you?
Yes, I am.
No, I see a +1.
It's my strength mod of 5 plus my proficiency mod of 3 plus your +1, so I have +9 to these rolls. And I need to roll at least a 15, maybe. And I'm just not getting it. All right, I think next time I'm gonna get reckless, especially if I have less hit points, because that sounds like a Boschko thing to do.
Wait, we're 8?
Is it me?
I think
Are we
some
really
of you are
8?
8
I'm 7.
or 7.
I think you're all 7.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I mean,
Close
we
enough.
can go to 8 if you want.
You'll be 8. You'll probably be 8 after this fight. This thing is
If we
not-
survive this fight.
Yeah, if you survive this fight.
It's.
He's got a
me,
B
right?
stick of health left. We're good.
Just do another crit. It's your.
If
I did
I
it-
could hit at all,
Yeah, I did not skip. Yeah, we're right. We're right in the turn order. Press go.
Okay. Do I need to concentrate for the fog cloud?
Yes, to maintain it.
Yes, I would like to do that.
You don't. Oh, you don't have to roll to maintain it. It's just you maintain it.
Okay.
When you take damage,
I'm-
that's what interrupts your concentration. It's assumed that you can
Oh.
maintain it fine. It's only when there is something that would knock you out of your focus, that's when it's
Yeah.
at risk of being lost.
If I was a Rothfuss fanboy, I would say my ALAR is pretty good. So I'm gonna walk up and stand next to Boschko, and I'm gonna like just double tap Boschko on the shoulder,
Okay.
and I'm going to give Boschko. That is shit.
I mean, it's
Wait, that is
9
that
plus
is- that is-
15.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you
24.
get 24 extra HP.
Nice. I can see. I can fight.
Yeah. Can I use the rest of my move to move back?
Yes, you can.
I will go back to where I was standing.
Yep, you're like, get away from it.
Literally run up and go, tag, you're it, and then run back again. Boschko, did you register the fact that you got 24 hit points?
no, I sure didn't. Thank you so much. I was doing
you go.
another thing. I will take those hit points. Nom 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 nom.
You know?
So inspiration. I'll burn it.
Makes sense. First, next attack is advantage.
Yeah, I'll stab a boy. A spicy boy.
Everybody says 21.
21.
Not enough.
Okay, offhand. That's still advantage, yeah?
No. Next roll. Next ability check. It's not for the whole turn. It's just the next roll.
But
Not next
okay.
action. Next roll. You make 2 rolls with this one action.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to use my power word.
No.
Okay, that's me, I guess.
Yay. So it's going. So the first thing it's going to do is see if it recharges.
Oh, actually, you know what? I forgot that I can do this. I will go here.
Okay.
Go here. Yeah, I'll go here.
You know, does it? Wait, you have the flyby stuff, so it doesn't take attack of opportunities, right?
That's right. Yes,
That's right.
I forgot I could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I was like, why am I staying here? Just getting
Yeah,
attacked.
I didn't do this
I'm just
before.
gonna
What's
leave.
what's wrong here? Why? Yeah, exactly, right. So first thing it's going to do is see if it recharges its fire breath. It does. Okay, so it's going to change what
Oh.
it's going to do. It's going to leave the threatened squares of Boschko and Korik to back up.
Can I attack
Yep,
it?
attack of opportunities.
Let's go. Please, not
Hell
shitty.
yeah.
Nope, shitty. Okay.
Shitty.
Okay. Great.
Korik.
What the hell is wrong with
Okay,
us?
so then it's going
Hold on,
to...
wait. Hold on.
At least it wasn't nat 1, but that was 2.
It's a 9. That's a
I
2.
am going to move because I can move with this.
You didn't hit it with the. You didn't hit him.
Oh.
When you hit a
that's-
creature with an opportunity cat.
Yeah, there it is. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I got
Okay.
really excited to use it.
Yeah, totally. But no.
Busy Dim's just like, I have a thing for this. I have a thing for this.
I'm ready. I can do this. Cool. So this is the dangerous part. It's going to breathe its fire on y'all. You did last time. Remember, it breathes on you, and then it also creates a force of wind that's gonna like throw you to the back of the wall, right, away from it.
Do we save for both of those effects?
Yeah. So here's what happens, right? So it flies out. It's like, think of like a WoW boss fight, right? Like it flies back over the channel and like does the sort of like spin casting a spell. You see the magma and the wind inside of the volcano, kind of like encircle it, and then it gets all launched at you, and a cone of unholy fire gets shot at you. Need reflex saves. Dexterity.
If it's
This should
unholy,
be-
is that good for me?
Yes.
This should be a 22 because it did not it did not correctly get the plus added.
Pinel,
like-
you also get +2.
I tried doing the things to make it do the plus, but it wouldn't stick. Like on the gearbox, it looked like it
Did
was
you
correct.
save it?
Yeah.
I thought I saved it.
Well, you two. So Bajko and
I
Pinel.
removed it again because it wasn't working.
Bajko and Pinel are within. Is it 20-foot range for your stuff, Dempsey, or is it 10? Your
10.
aura?
It's 10.
Okay. So Presco, you're not in the aura, so you do
Yeah,
have an
I'm
evasive
measuring
as
how
well.
far into the wall I'm going to fly.
Right, yeah, right. So the
Wait.
thing
From
Remember the-
from
oh.
so Korik is right here,
Yeah,
right? So we're all within 10 feet.
not Presco.
Presco is right next to him.
No, I'm 15
No.
feet away.
Pork's 15.
Wait.
Presco's 15 feet
Wait.
away.
Where's Presco? Okay, because that's not where you were. You were here.
Yeah,
Oh,
he healed
yeah.
you. He healed you and then walked back.
Okay, I never
That's what
saw
I did.
the.
I
I never
walked
saw
up
the.
to you and slapped you on the shoulder and walked back.
Okay, on my map you were still where you'd been, and I missed the part where you said that you'd walk back.
Oh, okay.
But to be
No
fair,
problem.
I also missed the part where you gave me 22 hit points at first, so
Yeah.
you can see how
Oh,
much attention
yeah.
I
I
was
think-
paying.
What was
I
the
think you were
DC
adding
on
the.
this thing?
I think you were fiddling with the sheet at that point for the dexterity thing.
I
so-
was.
I want to point out that it was 24 hit points, and let's not
Oh.
belittle the fact that I could
Wow.
actually do heal.
No, that's actually huge because I only
Yeah.
heard 22. So I'm gonna give myself
Yeah.
2 more hit points
Okay.
before I lose some
The,
hit
the
points
healing
here.
doesn't feel good, by the way.
So here's what happens.
I'm in the middle of
No. The
burning.
way the way Presco's healing works is like you're all riled up and like pretty much like fired up, and I touch you, and all the like a significant portion of the fire just goes poof, and like a cold wave runs over you, and like, oh, that's different.
Okay. So
I'll rile myself back
here
up. in
are
just a
some things
second.
that happen. Okay. First off, everyone who got less than a 15 on this save takes the full 24 points of fire damage. The second thing that
Can I
happens.
can I burn some fog?
Yes. But stand by for a second. People who made it take half damage.
I take no damage.
The third thing is that if you want, you can expend your cloud, and you could half your damage. And if you failed your test, then you can take half damage. But you're still going to get thrown back as well, and we're going to deal with that in a question in a second.
Wait, it was 24.
And if you already
total?
saved, and if you already saved, you could burn your cloud to take no damage either.
So I don't take any damage because I passed.
Yeah, but you're already a rogue, so you get that ability. You're fine.
Yeah,
Other
the
people don't.
evasion thing. Yeah.
So Fresco,
does-
you're burning your thing.
Yeah.
Then you also need to make a on your turn. You make a
Otherwise I'm
Constitution check.
toast.
Well, it would go away for everyone else anyways. So anyways,
I'll spend mine to not
take 12.
take 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
do that too.
Right? That seems like a pretty good idea.
Yeah, because
Uh,
otherwise I would be at -1, and
So that would be
small
real
margin.
bad.
Right?
Yeah.
That would be real bad.
Everybody
What's
then
that?
is Everyone is thrown
What's
back
that
20
smell
feet.
of burnt snake?
I don't think that affects me though.
No, if you pass your dexterity save, then you're okay. If you fail your dexterity save, you get thrown back 20 feet.
Oh. That's gonna hit you into the wall. That might kill you.
You will get thrown into the wall at the end there, but it's not going to be super hard because it's you just get to the end of it, so you're only going to take 3 points of damage. A d6 points of damage. For every square foot of movement you can't move because of the forces trying to push you back and you're on a wall, you take a d6 point of damage. With a minimum of d6. So like when you hit the wall, you take d6 points of damage, right? Because you went 3 spaces, which is get rid of all of the 4 minus 3, and there's 1 d6 left. But now if you were hit by it again right here, you would take 46 points of damage because you're close to the wall. That make sense?
Should I roll a d6 or take 3?
So you take 3 points of damage. I average damage.
That's what I did.
I for stuff, so a d6 just becomes 3 points of damage.
Cool. I already took 3. I'm
Perfect. You're
very
good.
close to not feeling so good.
Right. And now you on the top of your turn, you make a Constitution check.
Just
If you're Peter Parker, who's your Tony Stark?
I don't know, but I'm clearly the Hulk.
Because you said I'm real close to not feeling so good, so I thought you were making a reference.
Right.
Oh no.
well, you're the one flying around, so
And so it shouts out stuff about like, "Oh, purge you with fire," as it uses its flames and does all that shit. But instead,
what
it just
language
whiffs.
is he speaking? Is he speaking like demonic or
No.
common?
No, they're speaking. I mean, technically it's abyssal, but it's not an abyssal. It's like a dialect. It's more like Omen abyssal
Okay,
stuff,
but
right? It's like proto.
Do I understand it because I speak Abyssal? Is it like Afrikaans and Dutch?
It's like, yeah, exactly. Like it's enough that you get the gist of it,
Okay.
but it
He's
is
speaking
Orc is a-
old man.
Torvik is a beginner at Abyssal, so he doesn't understand anything.
No. I'll tell you what, I'm a beginner at German, and I went to the Netherlands, and the Dutch language is just way out there. That's what
The Dutch is so much easier than German if you speak English, though.
yeah, I hear that. There's a lot of cognates there.
Try Polish. It's not good.
No, because
No.
it's
Polish is a hard
it's like
language.
Danish. It's like Danish. No one speaks Danish. People vomit and then they understand.
Yeah, it's not as bad as a Danish. Sorry for our Danish followers.
I'm not.
Okay, so this is
Top-
not
new
something
order.
that would occur to Boschko, especially not in the heat of battle. But I, as a player, wanted to clarify a few things that I don't think that we really clarified as we were catching up at the beginning.
Sure.
Which is, do I still have the statuette, and have we seen any place like a
Yeah. No.
shrine or something where it should go?
Yes. We've done that already.
Okay, we did do that part already?
didn't- Yeah, we did that part because it's
Okay.
catching up. Boschko, you
I
held
forgot.
on to the statue for the longest time, but it was actually Presco. Presco was the one who took the statue from it. You let him have the statue, and he placed it on the altar, I think, over here.
Okay,
And by doing that, it said, death to thieves and stuff, and it's like, and then Presco failed a persuasion check to talk it down and being like, it wasn't us, we're returning it. But you said it in a certain way, I forget. But anyways, it wasn't enough. You needed a 20, and then we wouldn't have had this fight if you would have passed it. But instead, we're doing
right.
this.
Thank
'Cause
you.
it thinks-
Thank
it
you
think-
for catching me
it's-
up.
It's a wrathful fire god, and even returning it means that it needs to lash out.
Okay. I. All right.
You don't have any proof that you weren't the thieves. Which, how do you do that? I don't know. But that's not my problem, because I'm the fire demon.
I mean, if I was thinking straight, I've got some ideas, but I'm not. So I think with one hand,
Wait, it's my turn.
No.
Wait. Oh, it
Yes.
is your turn.
How does this keep happening? I hit
Yeah,
the
yeah, it is
next
your
button
turn.
and it just does this stuff.
I mean, they're both orcs. It's
Take your turn, take your
fine. It's
turn.
like-
We're the same person. Whatever. You know.
We do the same things. Mine's just a little more glittery. Okay.
Can glitter
so-
be dark?
Dark.
Dark glitter.
Excuse me.
Like
No,
edgy,
excuse me.
edgy glitter.
There's black hollow glitter. Anyway, so Korok is going to get
Make
up
a
from
con
bracing
save
himself.
first.
Oh yeah, he's got to make that con save. There we go. 13.
Just make it.
Cool. Do I have to make another one for concentration? I don't. Never mind. I am going to get up, and he's going to speak to Istis. He's going to say, I hope you're watching, because I will prove myself to be your holy champion. And then he's going to run, jump into the air, misty step above the aspect of Zatsiela, and attack.
Holy shit. Yeah.
Um,
I absolutely love this.
I'm trying to get my inspiration, make sure
Yeah,
others are
you
watching.
have advantage. Yeah, and you
Thank
do.
God.
Yes, you have advantage for sure.
20.
Nope. So you land on it, but you don't do any damage.
Okay. 21.
Nope.
Okay. And then I'm going to. Oh, that's my turn.
Okay, so you're just like on its back right now
Yes.
as it's flying over an active volcano. Yeah.
I really want to just join you.
Okay. I don't know if it can support the weight of both of you, but it's not my problem.
I mean, I feel like it can survive the lava and we can't,
It's-
and that's
yeah.
a problem.
like you can see the aspect is like it's not necessarily falling right now, but it's like it's working at trying to keep itself up, and it's not sinking.
I
But-
mean,
Who cares? Does that matter?
I feel like it really doesn't. Yeah. If I make a running leap, can I make it out there?
Yeah, totally.
All right. He screams, "I'm with you, Korik!"
Your strength is higher than
Uh,
15, so I think you can make the jump.
My strength is 20.
Yeah, so you could jump 20 feet basically.
Let's go.
All right.
Do it.
Let's do it. This is reckless. I'm gonna just say that right now. So
Okay, if you don't, okay, hold on. So before you roll this, just so you know,
Yes.
you're not making a strength check to hold on. Okay.
Okay.
You're just jumping and attacking, which means you
Yeah.
won't. You'll basically fall if you miss. So before you do this, just know that because you're just leaping and slashing, right? Right. And so what I'm willing to say though is that if you get your hit in there, then you basically use like a python like into a rock face, which is what you're doing with your axe or your hammer. I mean, you're using a hammer. I'm not even sure how
Warhammer.
that's gonna work. That's fine. It latches onto something of it, right? You hit it, and it's enough that it's like like a knee plate of its chitinous armor, stone stuff, or something, right? Like you're grasping. But if you fail, you're just falling. Okay. Unless
can
hold
I-
on real quick. Unless you don't want to attack and just try to grapple it, because if you jump and try to grab it, then you do that and that's fine, right? Because otherwise you're attacking, you're not holding on because you can't hold on and attack. Does that make sense?
So can I make
Like,
have
are
a
you making a
question.
leaping strike?
I also have a question.
Okay. All right.
Let's hear
Dempsey.
y'all's question.
We
Okay.
put a bit in Dempsey's first, so Dempsey.
Yeah. Can I use my can I use the reaction to grab him to try and help him?
Yeah. Good. But we have to see if they fail. Yes, you could use your reaction to try to grab them. For sure.
Okay, good. Let's go. And you had another
Okay,
question
I
too.
have a question. Are you trying to land on it or like into it?
I was trying to land on it. Like
Oh, okay.
like on its back or
I'm
whatever?
sorry, I can't help you.
I mean, is Intuit make it better for you somehow?
Yeah, because then you're in 60 feet, and I can run 30 and cast Water Walk, so you can walk on land.
So just so it's clear, because this is the same action that Quark did. Quark is able to Misty Step, which to me means that you can land basically the spot where it would be perfect for you. So the
course.
question of making there isn't it's not a question because it's magic.
No, right. I don't have that
That's
kind
the
of magic.
difference. That's the key difference
But-
here.
Never would occur to Bojko. So I mean, if I try to just like land into it, like unless there's a way I can like
You're gonna tackle
bounce-
it. You're gonna wrestle it down into the lava.
unless I can like go out to here and then hit it and bounce back 15 feet.
For what it's worth, it's hundreds of feet down is the magma, right?
Oh, great!
So
That's-
like you have at least 2 rounds before you die.
I imagine.
I'm just giving you the full tactical situation.
I imagine Bajko like someone trying to like jump onto a wall of ice, climbing a rock face, going.
Yeah,
Just
I mean that's what
trying
you're
to
doing. You're
stick
Tomb Raidering, leaping, like you know what I mean.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what this is. Like that. I
No,
don't.
it's good. Let's
I just
do
want
it.
you to
Let's do it.
know what the stakes are, right? I want you
Okay.
to know what's going on.
So if I make a strength check to land on top of it, I would then, as my like action,
yeah.
I would still have my
A
bonus
bonus,
action
yes.
to make an attack.
Yes, you would.
All right, that's the safer way to do it. But if I
Yes.
but if I fail the strength check to make it onto its back, I'm going to be falling anyway. So
Because it basically shakes you off.
I think what it comes down to is
Also
a
a versus
5-ounce bird cannot carry a 1-pound coconut,
Yeah,
and that
that's-
thing is not meant to carry 3 people.
Yeah. Kinda.
Overweight flashing.
I mean, I just-
This
yeah.
is on the elevator. There's an overweight lamp flashing right.
Yeah, I want
Look.
you to try this, but I want you to
Yep.
know
Penel-
by doing this,
Penel
this is what's at
understands-
stake.
all right.
I
Pennell
see it.
understands the act of youth throwing away their lives because he writes stories. He's not going to do it, but he understands why people do it.
I mean,
Okay. So, all right. I make the strength check. Okay, I would get 3 attack rolls recklessly with advantage if I just jump at it.
Yeah.
If I do the strength check, I'm only gonna get 1 attack in. I think
also make a Constitution check.
Right. Let's start off with that. That is not at advantage, but it does have +2. So 24 is more than enough.
Gucci.
All right, let's go. Flying leap, 3 attacks. Ready? Advantage. Yes. Here we go.
Hit.
27. Fuck yes.
You
Take
latched
some
on.
fucking damage.
13.
All right. 25.
Hit.
Thank God.
17.
Okay. All right, one more.
Hit.
26. Oh my
13.
fucking God. I
You
needed
literally
to do it.
killed
I needed to
it.
take
You
that
literally
leap of
fucking
faith. I
killed.
needed-
Kelsa, you killed it.
Oh,
So
This is the most epic story. As I leap, I'm like, I'm like, Korik, I'm with you, and then I'm just like,
Yeah. Oh my
ooh,
God.
and
Ah!
it's called,
I got it.
it's called the fall of Zoltzilla. Or
Yeah.
Zol-
Oh my God. Okay. So here's what it looks like, right? You're like, Korik, I got this. And like, Korik is fighting with the aspect and kind of like brings its chest to bear where it got hit before, and you just smash into it like you're forging a hammer, right? Like it's an anvil. It's like ding, 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 and it finally cracks through, and it just starts to like as it like begins to fall and plummet down, and it's like you will kill yourselves to kill me. Ah! And as it begins to like turn to smoke as you all begin to fall into the magma, seconds before you hit the magma, you all appear back on the edge.
I
As
like the
the
idea that I'm
volcano
over the edge.
ceases. No, as the volcano
Over the
ceases,
edge,
like it's
screaming,
no longer.
like, I'll write you in music, and then he just appeared next to me. I'm like, oh, okay.
You have quelled the volcano. And by quelling the wrath of Zotzala, it has rewarded you. And said, as you're plummeting down, like, this is it. This is the end, right? This is how you die. And this is the legendary story of how you die. And the god rewards you for your, like, literally recklessly, wrathfully killing it. Gives you life. And it doesn't resurrect you. It just teleports you back, right? And all of a sudden, the volcano and the rumbling that we've been hearing, and all of the smoke and the sulfurous fumes and stuff goes away as the fangs go dormant. The first time in months. Good job.
Epic.
And,
Question:
Guys,
does the aspect leave a corpse?
I mean, no, the aspect's in the magma. However,
Fuck.
no. It doesn't say anything because you killed it. But as the volcano ceases, the statue that you put down there, temple, it sort of glows, and you can see sort of red veins kind of like light it up. And then you hear rock rumbling, and it seems to turn like a screw and go down into the statuary, reliquary where it's held. And as it goes down, behind it, a treasure vault reveals itself.
Ooh.
And then the booming voice of the mountain says, I have given you life. Those are the gifts. But those who have not, know that Zotzwala rewards you. Take one of my treasures. And
damn.
so Korik and Boshko do not get to choose. You got life instead. But Pinel and Pesco,
I'll take it.
you get to choose from the treasures.
One bag,
And,
right?
we're
I
gonna
heard
do
one
this.
Bag. Everyone heard one
You
bag.
choose, each of you get to choose one of these treasures. And let me give you the list of them, and then we'll go to break, okay?
Cool. Oh, I also like the idea. And I'm just like, guys, I'm so hurt.
Yeah.
I am
So
literally holding on for dear life, and you're like, oh no, my feathers are in.
My one hit point that I lost. And Presco's like, my one hit point that I have.
Yeah, exactly.
and also, I want to say, Kelso, you should have inspiration again.
Yes, good. Yes.
And
yes,
also,
should.
I want to say for the record, that's probably the coolest D&D thing I've ever seen or heard or experienced in my entire life. I mean, like, a barbarian leaping over an active volcano to smash into an aspect of a god. That's the volcano.
We established it. You're the Hulk.
Recklessly. Like,
Hulk
that's about
Yeah.
the best thing in the world. You killed a god, you know, or an aspect of a god with a hammer.
Yep.
That's
I
way to
really
go.
wanted that corpse, though.
I'm not
You
even
can
I mean,
choose
you
one item.
you can't suck the soul of a volcano, okay? I hate to be the one
Wouldn't
who
you at least try?
disappoints you. So here's what happens as the door reveals. This is the list of things. It's a pretty hefty list, but you have to take one. Okay, I'll write them in chat as well when we say them. The first one is there is a wooden coffer, a simple wooden coffer, or maybe a humble wooden coffer, filled with hundreds of ancient platinum coins bearing serpents on both sides. The second thing is about the size of a bed, right? It's huge. It's an ivory carving of an elephant-headed human gripping a scepter, and the scepter is encrusted in jade. The third thing is, again, it's about half the size of that bed-size elephant man. It's a wooden carving of a tiger with sapphires in its eyes. The fourth thing is a necklace with obviously a gigantic tooth of some kind. I'll just tell you it because I don't want to waste time about identifying. It's definitely a dragon tooth. You can tell me why you know that. The fourth thing is a shimmering buckler. And the buckler, so a small shield, has the laughing mask face, which is a symbol to the god Olidamara, laughing god of rogues. The fifth thing is a mithril, so it's shimmering and silvery breastplate. Inscribed on the breastplate is scenes of fire, the parts of like a forge in and of itself. It looks dwarven made. Or not the last thing, but getting near the end of the things. There is a in what do you call a sword rest? Sort of like the thing that looks like a long flat piece of board with the two bits sitting up, like the inverse of a bench with a sword sitting inside of it. There's a sword that's a scimitar in the shape of fire, like the blade kind of looks like more like fiery. And you can see there's lines of like Damascus steel of red and yellow in it.
Ooh, I like Damascus.
You are a pirate, so you would know that immediately by the sight of this blade is that this is not, while not a legendary blade, this is certainly Flencer's Flame, which is a old pirate. It's a fire sword. There is a magical ring. There is a clutch of pearls, which you all know as a pearl of power for you spellcasters. There is the absolute perfect throwing stone. There's a simple, like perfectly smooth round stone.
That's mine. I'm taking it now.
Think of all these magical treasures, right? Think of all these magical treasures, and then there's a simple stone.
And yeah,
And
I
the
was
bird
like,
takes the shiny stone.
There
is
is
that just something that's on the floor here? What's going on? Why is
there's a glimmering golden amulet with the shape of a heart, not like a comic heart, but like some sort of like human
actual heart?
An actual human heart. At least you might be. It's 4-chambered. Who knows what it could be?
The question: the bed, is it like standard size, double, queen?
No,
king,
it's
king
not a
club?
bed. I'm saying I was using a bed as a size, like a king size
but
bed.
a
King size bed. It's huge. Like it looks like it's a life scale size of this elephant person.
So, can you do you have a list of this stuff? Because you said
yes,
a lot.
I know, and you all get to pick one. And then the last thing is a single tooth with a leather strap.
So I know
the tooth is unidentified.
I know a lot of history stuff. Can I just make a blanket roll?
Yeah,
right now?
I'll give you things, right? So, the history will also give you an idea of the appraisal. So the coffer is about 5,000 gold. It's 500 platinum, like roughly. Let's just say that this is your history. This is the things that you know, so you can help kind of get some worth of things. The ivory carving of the elephant-headed humanoid, that's about the same amount. The carving of the tiger, make a history check to see how much it's worth, because it's not worth the same, and this would require a roll to get an idea.
Do I get any bonus?
Well, I get a natural 20, so I'm just going to tell you to roll the full things. You do, but Pendle's already got it for you.
Yeah, but I'm like, can I identify anything else? Because you're like, oh, this is a pirate sword. I'm like, oh, okay, who had that pirate sword? And do I recognize any other pirate?
No, that's the only thing that belonged to a legendary pirate. Which is weird because you don't know how it got here. So I'm giving you my notes too because you're a natural 20, so you know the things that happens to it. Right? And I'll let you fictionally describe that. So it's kind of like a cursed buckler if you're not chaotic. But otherwise it's like an animated shield. It sits on your arm, gives you half of a normal shield bonus, so +1 AC, but it doesn't impede you. However, if you are non-chaotic and you wear it, you are punished with -1 AC.
Sweet. That's a cool item.
The mithril breastplate doesn't impose disadvantage saving throws, made to resist the streams of heat, and mithril obviously means that you don't incur any penalties to stealth or movement.
What can rogues wear? Can rogues wear
Flencer's Flame. It's a magical scimitar. It does with the command word, which I haven't thought of yet. But the command word activated lasts 2d6 extra fire damage per hit. It doesn't give you a +1 hit or damage though, but it's obviously magical. The ring, upon looking at it, again, this is your history roll, so this is why I'm giving you everything. The Ring of Invisibility.
Oh, fuck yes.
The Clutch of Pearls is what I'm considering a Pearl of Power. If you grind up the pearls, rather than just being one pearl, if you grind up the pearls, you can regain an expended spell slot. and you can do it. And because of that, I'm not giving you the weaker version of one. I'm just letting you do this. Pearl of Power is when this pearl is ground up and you speak its command word, you regain 1 extended spell slot. Period. The last thing, or second last thing.
Wait, ground up? What do you mean?
Yeah, like
As
you
in-
crush the Pearl of Power. Like you use it. It's
So it's a
expendable.
one-time use thing.
It's a one-time use thing. You recover a spell slot.
Oh, I see.
Not all of these things here are of the same value. But because you rolled a natural 20 on your history check, I'm just giving you the full thing.
Yeah. The Stone of Good Luck.
And because you rolled a natural
Ooh.
20, but you had a 5% chance of getting this one, you also know about this tooth, which is very curious.
The con save is pretty nice.
I'm gonna. Are you going for the ring? Because I could totally. I mean, you're rogue stuff, so I could definitely go for
I have to
the
write this out.
flame sword or the amulet.
Okay, so the last thing you see there, and I want you to tell me how you know this stuff, but that tooth there, that tooth is the Tooth of Ahazu, which is one of the legendary set of teeth from the Teeth of Delver Nar. The logic here is that there are legendary teeth, and that they're all imbued with great magical power, and each of
Are
them
they
have
like
spirits of
ancient
demons in
dragon
them. No, demons. And
ancient demon
if you can put all that, if you basically replace your mouth with all these teeth, you become like basically a demon lord.
Like, one doesn't do anything.
No, one does something. Like they all have their own magical powers. The Tooth of Ahazu. You would also know that Tooth of Ahazu means that anything doing a strength check against you has disadvantage.
Okay.
But also it's going to make you want to steal stuff.
Oh.
Okay, so that amulet of health is real
Wow.
tasty. But let me ask you this, Eric: does that affect levels going forward? For the con
What do you
saves?
mean?
Like, does that affect your actual Constitution score?
Yeah, your Constitution score changes to 19. That changes your modifier
And-
too.
Okay, and does that change like the your health pool?
Yeah, it changes your HP. It changes everything. It's
I'm-
like you rolled a 19 for your
I'm-
stat, and you can't ability score increase the 19. It's magically fixed to 19 while you wear the amulet.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go for the amulet.
Okay. It doesn't.
Um,
I mean, the voice of the volcano is not going to say like, good choice or anything. You don't know what would happen
Sweet
if you took more than one.
dogs.
You don't know what would happen if you took more than one thing, though.
I'm gonna.
Just grab everything. You can fly. Just take everything. Run. You
I'm saying.
leave the thing that's the size of a bed. Just take everything else. You can carry a stone. Here, take.
One more thing because you rolled natural 20. Yeah. The tooth of Ahazu,
Mm-hmm.
that's not part of its treasure. That's here. Like doesn't count against your treasure.
Okay. Well, as
Maybe the
precedent-
volcano
You don't
tells you
have
that.
teeth.
Maybe the volcano says that. Like
You
when you
don't
like
have
pick
teeth.
pick one thing as you're going through the stuff, right? Like it's like, oh, look at this thing, and it's like it either agrees or disagrees with you. But then it's like, and then there's a tooth, and then it's like, that tooth doesn't belong to me. Take it if you want.
So I'll grab it.
Sure.
I'm also gonna. I think if you're grabbing the amulet, it's a toss up between the magical sword because that one would be because I use offhand scimitar right now. So,
Oh, there you go.
but the ring of invisibility. Tell me more, Eric Vulgaris. How does it work? Is it like I put it on, Invisible Boy?
No, I think this is a command word. I think it requires attunement too. 1 second, I got it open here. Yep, requires attunement.
All right. So how
It's an
many
action.
things can you have attuned to your body?
3. While wearing this ring, you can turn invisible as an action. You remain invisible until the ring is removed, or until you attack or cast a spell or use a bonus action to become visible again. Oh yeah, get magicked up. I want you all to be super powerful and have cool magic items. Not enough people give you all magic items, and I think it's dumb. The magic item is one of the best parts of D&D.
Okay.
I'm taking the
You don't fight. I mean, yeah, okay. Now I was gonna forget what I was gonna say. I was gonna say you don't fight gods naked, but I mean we just saw Boschko,
I was gonna say.
so I mean that's why I'm gonna hold my tongue.
All right. So I think I'll if it's attunement, that means I'm probably going to lose 1 AC because I have 3 things already into me.
Yep.
But
And you-
does anyone not have?
Oh,
Does anyone not have?
Pork and Boschko,
uh,
you are full as though you had a long rest.
Oh, cool.
Oh, like
Does anyone?
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
I mean, it's the,
That
it's
gets
the
rid of my
least the aspect
exhaustion.
could do for you. Doing it.
Thanks.
It's already paid. So does anyone not have 3 items of magic on them right now?
You can totally
I
take something
have-
for someone else. That's allowed.
Yeah, that's what I
What
was.
does?
I only have 2 magic items currently, and I don't think either
Fresco
one
took
of
the
them-
amulet.
Yeah.
Right.
So I can give you a cloak of protection, which will give you
Yeah.
1 AC and saving throw stuff. So
Well, I already have a magical sash for +1 armor.
The stone doesn't
don't.
require attunement, by the
Mm.
way. As long as you have
I
the
have-
stone
Lucky
on
stone.
you, you get it. The lucky stone is just there. It just you get it +1 AC, +1 to all ability check.
so I'll take the ring. Hang on. Sorry, I gotta
No
do
problem.
something real quick.
Okay, you take the ring.
I take the
Okay,
ring.
I
cool.
think we were about to take a break anyway.
We're taking a break anyway, so that's
Yeah.
perfect. Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right, so then you all walk away. You
When
leave.
he's
the
not
vault-
looking, I steal the tooth because he's a bird. He doesn't have teeth.
All right. Well, we'll resolve that when we come back from the break. If that's yeah. But So as you guys were walking away, going back ostensibly to Tanarora to go talk to the chief, we see as we go to our break screen, there is a old elf with a peg leg off on a mountain, looking down at all of this, like off the near the top of the fang, saying, "Excellent," and all according to plan. And yeah, we're gonna go to a break, everybody. So see you all in about 5 minutes. Okay. Well, we're back, and just so you know, we were talking about whether or not water walk works with lava, and apparently it does, but you just still take the fire damage.
Yeah.
But that was awesome. That was an awesome fight. You all
Oh my god,
did.
that was so good. That was so good.
Yeah.
It was not going that great, but then it went really, really well.
Right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like we're
exactly.
back.
It had the right beats, even though fighting in D&D is totally arbitrary because of the dice. The way I rolled and got the fire breath back, the way I hit you all, like that was like the low point. You're like, oh no, this is it. And then Korak is like, no, this is what we're doing, and I'm going all in. And then it's like, oh no, then that didn't work, and now there's this huge tension of that. And then Bajka, you're like, no, I'm following you. When your team goes all in, I go all in, and it worked out perfectly. That was so awesome. Oh, that was so good. All right, let me bring you back to the proper map screen for the Isle of Dread.
Okay. So I take off my cloak, right?
Okay.
And I throw it around Bajko's shoulders.
Okay.
And I say,
Amazing.
this is the cloak of the champion. It was given to me by a former champion, passed on to the current champion, which is me, mind you. But I feel confident in passing on the champion legacy to someone who literally threw the hammer at a aspect of a god. So here you go. Keep it safe. It will protect you. And good luck.
So mechanically, what does that give me?
+1 AC, +1 bonus AC to +1 bonus to AC and saving throws.
Oh, like all saving throws?
Yep.
Nice.
Awesome.
Just so I'm aware, Eric, that is a tunable one, yes? The cloak of protection.
Yes. No, it's a cloak of resistance. I think that's what it's called.
Okay.
But yes, I think
Excuse me, I was just told it was called Cloak of Champions. Thank you.
Well, that's what I called it because
Right.
I'm a storyteller.
No,
no, you're right.
understand
It's cloak
that,
of
but
protection. They changed the
I'm
name
gonna
of
stick
it.
with that forever.
They keep changing it through different systems, but yes, it requires attunement. +1 AC, +1 saving throws.
I will attune to it.
Awesome. Yep. Fits you snugly.
So what is the keyword for my precious, by the way?
Oh, you're precious.
Yeah. Also, if you want to build an
tell me
entire
history.
campaign around it and maybe like 4 books or so,
Yeah.
I wrote a crit, Eric
Yeah.
Bulgaris.
So you tell me what the trigger is for it.
You say after me, Ashna.
No, the keyword is Bagginsons.
Okay. It's not super old, so it's not an Omen ring. Baggins.
It's a ring of power, you know. It's,
no, it's not super old. It wasn't forged in the fangs, by the god of.
If you take the
god of
power
treachery
and
and
jam it
smithing.
inside the ring, then it's a ring of invisible power.
Right.
Perfect.
No. So this looks like to be a I strain to use the word ubiquitous ring of invisibility, but it's definitely looks like it's there's nothing too fancy about this ring in particular and its make and model. Obviously you have to be a powerful spellcaster to make any ring, but this one is maybe what's unique about it is that it doesn't have too much uniqueness. In fact, it looks pretty ubiquitous. Like it's plain silver. Nothing too fancy on it.
cool. It's got like a Kickstarter inscription number on the inside of it, like it's
Yeah, there you
before
go.
they put it into mass production. So
It looks like
You're
this
happy
ring.
because it's Kickstarter number 69.
It's a prototype.
Yeah.
Yep.
tracks your sleep patterns and shit, bro. It's cool. You have to charge it every 3 days.
So because you rolled a history check for the tooth,
Mhm. Oh, I know
Make
exactly
another-
where I got.
no,
Okay.
make another history check, but maybe either Arcana or history,
Double history.
because this is concerning the planes, right? This is concerning the history of demons.
Okay. So I think I'll go another history if that's cool with you.
Yeah,
no,
works
no
for me.
religious aspect.
Not really. This isn't really related to. No, no. Actually, religion would work too. See, the thing is that when you're dealing with magical demons, it's kind of all of the above. 24. That's gonna be plenty. Yeah. The demon lord that the tooth used to belong to, or still belongs to. It's unclear what happened to them. Is Ahazu the Caesar. They're obsessive with abducting not criminals, another powerful creatures of the abyss, and throwing them and imprisoning them in a place called the Wells of Darkness.
That sounds friendly.
The best report, the most. So no one knows if Ahazu is alive or not, because apparently Ahazu accidentally imprisoned himself in their own Well of Darkness.
Hey, look, this is so safe. Not even. Oh shit, I can't get out.
Oh shit! I left my
I like
keys.
the idea.
They locked themselves out, and they're stuck in the well.
I know
Yeah, and the
exactly
keys
how it worked out about
reach
this.
as well.
So there used to be like when I first left the nest, I came across a crazy old beggar, and he was sitting on the side of the road ripping out his teeth.
Okay.
And he was putting he was sharpening rocks and putting rocks in the spot where his teeth used to be.
Yeah.
And he was talking about how he had how he was, he got into a fight and he got his teeth knocked out, so he replaced it with a rock that he found on the side of the road, inconspicuous rock. And he said that rock spoke to him when he put it in his mouth. And ever since then, he's been trying to find other rocks that matched what this was, and he kept putting these rocks in his space where his teeth used to be. And I didn't think nothing of it until I read later on in a book, like a book of fables, about something very similar to that, which was talking about what you just talked about now, about
the teeth of Dalvernar.
Yeah, and that was where I found out about it. And I went back to the homeless guy, and he wasn't there anymore. And what was there was just a pile of his old teeth sitting on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, I just read a book. But that's what I tell everyone.
Yeah. So I have additional information about the teeth of Dalvernar, because I think that's kind of cool.
Sweet.
And something that I think LZT might appreciate as well as you, Henley. The teeth, it's called Dalvernar is because a human cleric is the one responsible, by the name of Dalvernar, responsible for sealing the teeth and putting these powers in it. No one knows why.
Ooh.
No one's even there's not even no one really knows who or what Dalvernar is. They just know that everyone remembers it's a cleric that stole the teeth from demons and used some of their power in them. So all these teeth are there's a group of teeth around. I mean, there's literally 30 different types of teeth here. So don't worry about it too much. But yeah, there's a lot. Rumor has it that the great planar-spanning lich Acererak, one of their teeth is also one of these teeth. A fun little fact. Because they are in Greyhawk and Forgotten Realms and everywhere.
Now, if I replace a tooth with this, what happens? Anything?
I mean, it has to be your teeth, but you're a bird.
What are you saying, Eric?
You don't have any teeth to replace, but yes, you would have to replace your tooth to put it in.
What if I just stick it up the front, so I have a little tooth sticking out?
Part of the ritual to make it work requires you to physically remove one of your teeth, and you can't physically remove a tooth because you don't have any teeth to remove. Does that make sense?
Like old man Baggins.
So someone else would have to volunteer to take the tooth, but you know that it's demonic in influence, but you do know it has power. Again, anything that tries to grapple you, anything that tries to escape you, anything in terms of strength checks and dexterity kind of checks, that try to affect you and like wrestling and movement and shoving you and all that kind of stuff always have disadvantage.
Oh,
Always.
it's not just strength; it's everything.
No, it's like
against
anything that tries to mess with you,
you?
like in your
Oh,
movement.
I see.
Like anything, especially not like so a gust of wind would still hurt you, right? But like, if something's trying to shove you or push you, any physical ability like that's in a fight, like a wrestler or a melee attack that would like have any sort of effects that affect your movement, always have disadvantage. Not the damage, just the effect. Any effect that would happen to it. So in other words, if there was an attack that would knock you down, you would have advantage on that roll, the not being knocked down. Because like it can't, because it doesn't get disadvantage on the attack itself. It's just the effect then for you to recover would have advantage. So like whatever it is, you're in the best possible spot possible, because of the tooth when it comes to you getting affected by things.
I mean, if you don't have any teeth, Dave,
Don't.
I got fang shape.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
certainly
saying,
possible.
I'm open to the possibility of buying it off.
That's not a very human-like thing to say.
Well, also keeping
I think the secret's out now.
Well, yeah. Again, I want to stress that it seems very strange that this whole situation has happened and there's this tooth here. It's that's supposed to be a red flag, right?
Yeah, but also the place is called the Fangs, so I don't think Presco thinks too much about.
Well, but it's not. Yeah, but maybe not for you, but for Henley's character, for Pinel, absolutely. Like Pinel knows that wasn't part of the treasure. Why were you allowed to take that and another piece of treasure? Right? Why was this statue stolen in the first place? Like there are some things that are not making sense. I'm not saying that you should have the answers in front of you right now. I'm just saying that should be
at the moment.
there is something happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, I feel like we have a jigsaw.
Yeah, you're just
Puzzle
slowly
of
getting
like
pieces.
500 bits. Everything is turned upside down, and like 4 pieces just got flipped over. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, cool.
exactly.
We got
Right. I'm just telling you all that as
but
players.
still
Yeah.
496 pieces turned the wrong fucking way.
Yeah. No, we're in terms of the arc of this campaign, because it's an adventure path, and while I'll let you all do whatever you want and that kind of stuff, there is sort of a general story that we're kind of following. Because of that, because we have a spine of a story. There are some things in terms of like what's going on in the play, like the forces that are at work in this campaign, and we can have some fun like this. And some of the pieces here are going to represent things that happen in the late game, the stuff that's going to unfold at a very high level. And so these things have pieces to play. I mean, if you got rid of them, the game would continue. That's not a problem, right? I'm not saying you're beholden to them, but I'm just saying it's an interesting part. Anywho, let's go back to Tanarora, right? Shall we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Tanarora knows the shit's up because the Fangs are no longer smoking, right? They're no longer rumbling. Mount Doom is calm, right? So Jakal has opened the doors, so to speak, to you all, and has welcomed you in. And obviously want to know everything about what happened. You embellish the tale? Is there anything to embellish? It sounds like the actual story sounds embellished, right?
I think I'm gonna let Pinel tell the story because he's like the storyteller. So
Yeah, totally.
Okay. So I recite a tale, Eric Vulgaris.
Do you put on a performance?
I do. I
But
do.
you don't
in
have to
fact,
roll.
put
Just
on a
continue.
performance.
No, if you don't have to roll. You don't want to. There's nothing to gain out of this.
I woo the crowd.
Yeah.
I start by playing a little bit of the accordion.
Sure.
Get it all up and running, and
It's a weird instrument,
I
but
tell
they're here for it.
I tell the tale of how the mountain, the lava, the god of the volcano rose up to fight us, even though we did our best to appease it by returning the statuette. It didn't like the fact that we returned it. For whatever reason, it was cast outside of the mountain, and bringing it back only infuriated it further. So we did what any humble adventurers might do, and we slew that evil, for it was evil incarnate, Eric Vulgaris. And because of this, we, our companions, suffered many a great wound. Me, on the other hand, I did not, because I am one with the
Flying
wind.
coward.
Say, I did probably the most damage. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Excuse me?
What?
Yeah, I was the only person that hit that thing before the last break.
Look.
So
Teams don't work that way. Teams don't work that way. Okay.
it's true. They don't.
You know the old saying, "There's no I in team."
Yeah.
And
There
Pinel's
is an
like,
I in
"There's a
Pinel."
me though. There is no.
Yeah.
There's a me though. If you should jiggle
So-
about a little."
Yeah. So we're
So-
back. We're back in Tanarora, and
Yeah.
Pinel is giving the sort of speech of what happened up at the place to the gathering townsfolk, because they see in the distance the volcanoes are no longer active.
Yeah. And then I say, after we expunged what is clearly a figment of evil within the holy place that is the mountain spoke to us, opening up a bounty of treasure.
Wow.
Our two companions that valiantly threw their lives away in order to slay that evil were returned to us, along with a simple number of trinkets. For we humble adventurers would not take anything more than what we need.
Right. And they say, yeah, and everyone knows that here, because they know that's how Zotzilaa works. I'll get that right. Zotzilaa. Right?
Don't
Yeah,
expect,
just-
Zotzilaa.
don't expect me to
Zotzilaa.
get it right.
Right?
So
That's how Zotzilaa.
Ziggy
Ziggy Stardust.
Oh man.
So right. There's nothing to roll here in terms of anything, and you aren't committing any like ridiculous faux pas or killing the town. So Jakal is saying just like how Zotzilaa is a god of their word, so are our people. For doing this, you have secured our aid in the fight. Let's swap deets in order to coordinate. And specifically they'll send you to so Jakal is a great warrior and could totally be the commander, but they're doing other things, so they're going to send her to like the next best commander, like they're her master of arms kind of thing, to like work out what needs to be done and how many troops and the details, right?
Sure, yeah.
So here's something to consider here, because this is part of the campaign. I need one of you to be the accountant for this. The way you win this section of the game is by securing enough victory points. This is a graduated scale of victory points, so the more victory points you get, that will by the end of at the conclusion of the battle of Farshore, that will determine the success state and sort of what's going on. So go ahead and mark somebody. You have gained 250 victory points for securing the aid of the elements.
I'll mark it.
Yeah.
250 V points.
Yeah. Okay. Once everybody's attuned, let's say you all rest here, right? Because it's been a long day hiking and stuff like that. So everyone's attuned to their things. Presco looks a little taller, right?
Like seriously taller.
Yeah, like
What
4 inches
was the
taller.
thing that you took? 4 inches.
Amulet, yeah. The amulet of
So
health.
you went from what
I went from 6 foot to 6'4".
Yeah, and it's like kind of like real like fleshed out. He's no longer as skinny.
Yeah, you literally became taller
Peak
than
fitness.
Boschko.
Yeah, and I
Boschko
also
is
have
Still taller than you.
I
Oh man,
also
you
have-
rub it in.
Now I have the most HP in the group, by the way, because I'm sitting pretty at 65 maximum.
Boschko's got 88. Nice
try.
Oh,
83.
Boschko, okay, well I got
Nice try.
Yeah.
Dude. Nice try.
I have
cute.
83. 88 is when I have the
Eight.
I love this.
aid.
I love this.
Yeah.
You're all
I-
like, imagine you're all eating
Two.
breakfast. right?
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I
Imagine you're
still
eating
have more than
breakfast and you're like,
Kark.
wait a second, and you do the comparisons and stuff like that. How does it
Exactly.
feel? How does it feel, Boschko, to that? Like, I was taller than you this whole time. Like, and there's clearly the comparison happens. Like, you stand shoulder to shoulder.
I think that at the entrance on the ship to like the captain's quarters, there's like the lines where you measure yourself, and then there's just 2 days later, and there's an increase of 4 inches.
Oh man, I picture like Boschko being a little bit confused, but then also remembering when we fought that ghost, and then he aged like 10 years
Oh yeah, I forgot that. That's
in the
awesome.
course of that battle. So like
I love that battle.
he kind of shrugs it off as like, I guess it's magic. Because
Did we heal,
Yeah,
by the
you-
way?
You all long
Yes.
rested. Yeah.
I also love the idea that we're sitting there in breakfast and like Pennell's sitting there just going, "Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't."
No, you have to. You just sit there with it on, going Bagginses, Bagginses, Bagginses,
Bagginses. Bagginses.
Um,
Bagginses.
I imagine like Cork is watching like Bajko and Pinot like measure themselves together, and then Cork stands up next to Presco, sorry, and like measures, and he's still taller than Presco, so he says nothing's changed.
Pennell doesn't notice because he's always looking up at people anyway. So.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I-
because like
I would love if Pinnell worked in the power word into like sentences. I'm just off to go through your Bagginses. Just
Yeah.
disappear, and then you see a backpack on the other side of the room suddenly fly open and stuff start coming out of it.
God.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm gonna abuse
Yeah.
this ring so good.
I don't think Boschko is like mad or whatever, but he's definitely like stupid magic, and there's stupid magic.
I gave
Uh,
you a magic cloak.
Yeah, but at least it's not a shirt.
It's
It
been a
feels
minute.
warm. It's nice.
It's been a minute. I forget it because I haven't really described Jakal in a while, right? Jakal is a powerful, towering, imposing like paladin of the group. A leader. She's a wise shepherd of her people. Extremely competent warrior. And remember, she has sort of a glimmering. She just stands out from the rest of the group because there's just something about her, in the way that Korik stands out in a different way too. But
Yeah, I was gonna
this
say,
one's
I
celestial. He's an
I
Asmar.
remember that moment when like Korik and her saw each other like across the room, and they just kind of had this moment of a cleric up nod.
Yeah.
I see you. I respect that.
A
Didn't she
paladin.
wanna-
I meant paladin. Yes, I did mean
I was
paladin.
gonna say
Thank
I
you.
didn't get shit. I'm a cleric.
Yeah, get out of here, cleric. I meant to say
Well, you weren't-
paladin this whole time.
It's yeah. She has the well. It's hard to determine whether or not her grace comes from her leadership or like her bloodline, or in Destin, because she's an Asmar. Like, in this society, Asmars are sort of like, it's a noble bloodline. It's like a divinity bloodline, kind of scenario. She's the holder of that bloodline.
yeah,
Boschko
Boschko doesn't give any
natural leader.
doesn't give any f's about
It's
that.
kind of like a weird, creepy thing in D&D, like to go down that line. But like, let's just let's just be positive about it, okay? She's angel blooded, or I should say, twaddle blooded. Kotal? Is it Kotal? Twaddle? Coutl.
I've always said
the wing
Quaddle.
snake. Yeah, the wing snake stuff. Like the rainbow winged snakes. Okay,
She's Ainur, is what you're saying.
Ionor. Oh, that's a deep cut.
Oh look, it's Gandalf.
Okay. So you all have. I mean, feel free to hang out in Tanaror as much as you want. They're gonna work with you on the.
Is anyone writing down the victory points, by the way?
Yeah, one of you needs to write that down.
I have it written
Got it.
down, and I think Dave has it too.
I also wrote it down.
Okay.
So everything is besides
We'll
me.
we'll
So you're-
compare notes later.
I also wrote it down.
Whoever writes down the most victory points is the winner.
I wrote down 5,000 victory points. How many did you write down?
I only wrote down
Infinity.
the amount that Eric told me, so
Nice. That's what I want to hear. Okay, so yeah, so you all kind of spend the morning here talking with Jakal and Mavembi. Mavembi is spiritual leader of the town, not the actual leader. But you all kind of work together. You met Mavembi when you came into the town doing the.
Is that the one that was eye shagging one of the orcs? I forget which one. it
No,
was.
that was Jakal.
Okay.
Jakal was super into Boshko. Boshko wasn't really into her,
Yeah.
which is totally cool.
Yeah, Boshko's really not into anybody.
Not green enough.
He's into vengeance.
Yeah, Boshko's married to the game. Made a relationship with the game.
I want to know if anybody's selling magic items.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to buy a wand of fairy fire, please.
Right? No, there's no wands of fairy fire here. You could probably get potions of healing, but nothing too much. This place doesn't have an extensive like magical.
Magic items get thrown into the volcano as sacrifice and then stored in that little magic special room that we got to take one out of.
Yeah, most of the magic items are scattered around the island, like powerful stuff. The ability to make very powerful magical items is not something that the Ulman people have much of anymore. Remember how I described the Ulman society? Like you cross like an old ancient wall. It's kind of like they're living in the shadows of a golden age from long ago. Right?
Cool.
So that stuff is harder and harder to come by. Unlike, say in Sassarin. Like if you all somehow got back to Sassarin right now, you all would be living healthy and basically being able to buy whatever you want. Finny is still studying and being an acolyte with the witch wardens, who also control a lot of the magic items because they're like the clerics and stuff of Ouijas. So yeah, you would have basically an extensive access to things if you needed it. But getting there is kind of impossible.
Eric, have you read Wheel of Time?
I have not. No,
Ah, god damn it.
I don't do drugs.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
Anyways, you have Far Shore. You guys rode the Forward Horizon over here, not
Yes.
the Black Storm. So Desolate
That's
Pearl.
right. I remember.
Yeah.
Every
that's
time
right.
I hear that, I think of a Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess
Hmm.
Desolate Pearl wants to know what the hell is going on, and I think Desolate Pearl and Jakal have been shacking up this time.
Banging.
That makes a surprising amount of sense.
Like we come back from fighting a aspect of a god, and we walk into the room, and they're just like, quickly like readying themselves. They're just like, "Hey, what's up? We weren't doing it. What's up?"
Exactly. And a couple of buttons are in the wrong hole on the shirt.
Yeah, I mean the following, especially like the following night and stuff for sure in the morning. Yeah, okay. So reminder, there's a couple other quests to do. There's still fixing up Far Shore. There's still the emerald mines around Far Shore. There's still the tar pits. Getting supplies from the tar pits. There's also recovering the Blue Nixie. Those are 4 things. And again, I said a long time ago that there are some off the menu options that if you all can be creative and come up with, I might reward you with.
What was
Remember-
the third one again? Sorry.
Sorry. So first one was shoring up Far Shore.
Okay.
Second option was the emerald mines. Third option was tar pits. Fourth option was the Blue Nixie.
What was in the tar pits?
That's right. The monkey lemur raccoon people, the Fanatins. Securing the aid of the Fanatins.
That sounds like fun. Let's do that. More people.
And you're already over here, so.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Before we leave, I want to ask someone who has knowledge about like stories and legends of the island.
Yeah, what do you like to do?
I want to like
Mavembi would
take
be
my
a great
great
one.
sword. Yeah, I want to like take my great sword and like stab it into the ground and say, is there anything like this, but better?
pull out my rapier,
Right.
put it next to the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. They say that they were in. They have a few people. They actually bring a couple in, and they are some of the most. They're some of the oldest people you've ever seen in your entire life. I mean, they're undead. They're just zombies who've been around for about thousands of years, but they're wreathed in like beautiful cloths and stuff like that. Because they're some of the oldest people they have, that have survived this time, and they tell you that some like I don't have the names for them offhand, but they describe how some of these people have been, they were around at the time before the Great Fall, and before then there were numerous tribes and numerous other populations scattered around here. They describe some people as the Rakastas, as a group. And the Rakastas were known for their smithing and forging. And that if you would ever come across cat temples, like they would describe something like a temple to like a panther or a jaguar across the Isle of Dread, that these are old relics from the Rakastas. And that the Rakastas, they believed in then that there was some sort of tragic event coming, and they were kind of like doomsday preppers. But then the doomsday happened, and they didn't have time to use their stuff. So these things are around, but they're always heavily trapped and warded, because they're supposed to prevent anything from the apocalypse coming in.
Do you know where the nearest one is?
They say there's one they think there's one around the tar pits. But they don't really like go out to them. You say somewhere between the tar pits and the Bloodwater Lake, right? Somewhere around. All right, let me shift. I'll show you on the map for everybody too, so we know what we're talking about. Somewhere around here, right? Vaguely. So if we're all down in this bottom right corner, you have to go up that little. You're in a peninsula, but I think that's you have to cross an isthmus. I think that's what that's called, and get to the main island, and the way you came. And then you have to go up there. They're the ones who forged most of the magical items. They just describe the apocalyptic event, which apparently the Ullmans don't really have. And the idea is that because they do a lot of stuff through oration and storytelling, that some of these older people, like these zombies, like we would call zombies, are like they have some small semblance of intelligence just left over, and some of them are just like these stories that are they're almost kind of like prophetic at this point, because it's not like the story's not cogent, right? It's not coherent. So there's little bits of rambling that sounds more like prophetic, like something that an oracle would say, than say like a pure story, right? Like metaphors that are lost, or don't make sense, sentences that are fragmented and stuff like that. But it's their history as best as they can remember it, so they preserve it as best they can. And it's special that you got a chance to see one. You're probably one of a score, 20 people who have ever seen someone this old in the entire world.
Nice.
Not that it matters. Not you don't
I
get
don't
experience
appreciate
for
that.
but yeah, just as players. I'm
Bajka
trying to
doesn't
give you the
appreciate
gravity.
that.
I'm trying to give you the gravity though of what's unfolding in front of you and why you should.
I care.
While we're in kind of town or whatever,
Yeah.
village or thing,
Tanarora.
how far is the shore?
How far is the tar pits?
No, the shore, as in the shoreline.
Maybe like 2 miles, a mile.
Okay, because when everyone else is like, trading and stuff, I think Presco disappears for a bit and goes to the water.
Sure. Be near the ocean.
Is it deep right away, or is it like shallow for ages?
It's shallow for ages, because remember the Forward Horizon couldn't get super close to the town to bark. You had to walk.
I think
one of the reasons why this place has
yeah.
lasted so long is because it's very defensible from sea, is because you can't really get a boat up here.
Okay, well, never mind then. I go back.
No problem. Okay.
Are we going tar pit hunting or?
Yeah, that sounds fun. I mean, if
Let's do that.
Sure. Do you want to gather information while you're here about that?
absolutely.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea.
So
I mean, you're not,
I
so you just
have
don't show up to the tar pits and like, sweet, what do we do?
I have
Boschko was already walking in that direction. They're like, wait, let's get some information. He's like, oh, I guess whatever.
so I have by popular demand, which is basically people recognize me. So probably from the tale I told earlier, people are probably going to be a little bit more forthcoming with information and such.
Oh yeah, they would love to
So-
help you.
Yeah.
You don't have to roll. I was going to ask for a roll. I just asking if you were gathering information. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I love that. Of course, it's like you're the heroes. Of course, they'll help you out, right? Because they want to know what you're doing next, right? So, like, are you
Yeah.
going to stay here? What are you doing? Like, what about Farshore and stuff? What are you going to do to stop these pirates? You know, you're not that it matters. You have this in the bag now. Like, if you can do that, if you can stop a volcano, you can stop anything, right? And so you tell them that you're going to the tar pits. I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, cool. And they tell you that there is I'm gonna make sure I get its name right here. Temawuti Takami. All right, done.
That sounds delicious. What
That's
is
the
that?
domain of Temawuti Takami. They say it's an ancient Tyrannosaurus Rex. I mean, they don't call it a Tyrannosaurus, obviously, right? They call it a Thunder Lizard, or whatever. I don't know, but yeah, there is a feathered Tyrannosaurus, and that's its stomping grounds. And it used to be a great hunter, but in its old age, it now just eats things that get stuck in the tar.
So is it covered in feathers because it's a bird, or is it covered in feathers because someone tarred it and then put feathers on it?
No, it's because it's a bird.
Or maybe it fell in the tar pits.
And then it
And-
fell in the feather pits.
No, then it fell into an Aarakocra nest,
Feather
and then
pits are
just
interesting.
a giant. It's just covered in your kid.
So they know, right? So you know that this thing is a fantastically territorial ancient Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Interesting.
I mean, that's what you as players know, right? But they describe it, of course, right, again, as a regaled great thunder lizard that will kill anything that comes within what it considers its territory. That you should be keen of mind and keen of blade, for the dinosaur will surely fight to the death.
It's not like some of us can turn invisible or whatever. But you know, it's cool.
I wonder how dinosaur meat tastes.
I
Probably
wonder
like
if we
chicken.
Looks like
I
a big
wonder if we
chicken.
can wash the tar and feathers off. I wonder if I can control tar. There's probably a lot of water in that.
You're not wrong. Okay. All right.
Imagine like control water and it's just a fucking tar pit that rises.
Is there anything that you all need specifically to do like beforehand now that you know what you're going to be up against?
No.
Okay, cool. Then let's see. Let me just do a quick weather check. Yeah, it's hot, but it's clear, so you don't have to worry about storms and getting over there.
I'd like to convince Pinel to hand over the Fang thing
Yeah. Okay.
since he can't use it, and it would be a boon.
Like I'm sitting like I like the idea that I'm sitting there on a bench, you know, swinging my feet. I got a necklace and I'm just sucking on the tooth. I'm just like,
Hey, how
You know-
about
you
we
know how birds do
shapeshift
that
you into
thing?
something with teeth, then replace a tooth and shapeshift back? I wonder what happens.
you know how birds like nibble on shit all the time?
All the time.
Yeah, that's what he's doing with the fucking tooth. And I'm like, oh hi, what's up?
Are you enjoying that?
It's got a particular demon essence to it.
Yeah, you do realize that's a usable artifact, right?
Yeah, and I'm using it.
You're really not, though.
Look, I don't want any of my friends to fall to chaotic evil, okay? I am the protector of this amulet to make sure that no one falls into the hands of evil. You just have to trust old Pennell on that. Pennell
Yeah,
knows
it's-
best.
it would be a huge boon to our resistance here, and
Not
to
at the
crew in general.
cost of your
Tooth?
life, my good friend.
Let
It is
me
a
work
demonic
out my
tooth.
life. It's. I don't know if I agree with demonic tooth. Really, it's just a.
Hey, there's a whole lot I know about this tooth. Did you know it comes from a demon?
Yes. You told us.
That's why I'm not going to let anyone stick it in their tooth.
No, it replaces the tooth. You told us that too, remember?
I know. You're going to have to roll, my man.
Okay.
You're going to have to roll good.
To persuade them.
And what is
Yeah.
how do I set my DC here, Eric? What would you say is appropriate?
The-
Wisdom?
No.
Insight?
It would be. Let's see here. Probably insight. But the question here is, Dave, as a character, are you capable of being persuaded away from this? As a player, are you capable of being persuaded? Like, do you think is there something that Pressa could say that would be willing for you to part with this tooth?
There is.
Okay.
Let's see if he
So
knows
it's possible to roll.
my character well enough.
Right. So then, okay. So it's possibly a roll then. Okay. But I was going to say that if you don't think you're capable of being convinced to let this go, then there is no roll.
So let me
nothing
say
happens.
this: there are some things you can say that I'll just be like, "Yeah, cool, all right."
All right. Okay. Well, you can either
I'll
come
help
up,
you with that.
Right. Well, you can either come up with those things or make a roll, and then we can talk about what it is. Right. In the same way that I don't make you describe every attack with a sword.
Yeah.
You're not your character's
Is
clever.
there any way I could use deception to like trick him out?
Oh shit!
There?
Yeah, but then I think then Henley. Oh, that'd be hard though.
Yeah, but
I
That's
think
like
it's possible, but
I've been
yeah. I mean,
let's just make a flat
Fresco
DC.
a flat
Fresco
DC. Okay.
is pretty like he's a pretty deceptive
Yeah,
character.
but so here's the thing: you really want to keep this, right?
How about a straight charisma check?
Hold on, no. This is it's gonna be. It could be a charisma check, but Henley, you're capable of being persuaded. But it sounds like you're pretty
says
ardently
the right thing.
not.
Yeah.
You really don't want to part with it though. So it's at least a 15. The question here is the check actually a 20? I leave that to your discretion here.
The check actually 20. What do
Do
you
you want to
mean
make
by
do you want to make the difficulty of this test a 15 or a 20?
I was gonna say 17.
Okay, I mean you can make it between 15 and 20. That's your prerogative, as it's your character and you're being capable of being persuaded. That I think you could. I feel like you can set the DC here of what it takes to be convinced.
Sure. You can convince me with a roll, or you can say the right thing, and you
Yeah.
should know. You should know what to say if you want to get something like this from Pennell. That is all I'm going to say.
Like you care about stories quite a lot, and I feel like maybe I could. I'm like I don't know. I feel like maybe I should be able to convince you by like yes, but you will be remembered forever as as whatever. But
No idea.
no, I can't come up with.
I think I know what I would say. Good.
Okay.
Do you want to be?
I think Eric knows me really well.
Are you comfortable being deceptive?
I mean, I am. Yeah.
I mean, you could always lie to him and say that it was in like the butt of a monster or something. That's what I was thinking. You put it in his mouth.
I don't feel like that's gonna be like.
I don't know.
I don't think that's gonna stop him.
I don't know. Okay, fair enough.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a roll but I just want to know what were the words that would have given it away? Would have given it.
You know, here's what it is. You want to make a really cool story, Pennell?
Yeah, that's what I was saying about stories. Like, you really care about stories.
You know, make a really cool story, Pennell, is if you gave me this tooth so that I could be the hero the world needs, not the hero that I have to become. I know I will fall to evil taking this tooth in me, but it's for the greater good.
Of the story.
I say that.
And it would be like,
I say that.
no, you don't. Make the
Roll.
DC
Make the roll to
17
see how convincing the story is. Yeah.
Is it, what do we decide on? Charisma, deception?
I will accept deception or charisma or performance, whatever you
Yeah.
prefer.
I'll do a straight charisma check.
Thanks for being
I
cool
am
about
going
this.
to
Dave.
use. I am
That's
going to
cool.
use my
Okay.
fucking inspiration for this, though.
Sure.
Yes.
Makes
You're
sense.
really inspired to convince your team. Deceive
You really
your
want
teammate.
it. Yeah, you really want this. And so like I imagine this isn't just like one conversation. It's a set as we're like following the path through the jungle,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So like the next day you're like, okay, hold on. What if? And you know, the next day it's like, okay, hold on. Alternate idea. You know, and everyone
Yeah,
like Boschko and Kork are like, Jesus, like all like cutting through all the woods and stuff, and you two
Yeah.
are just talking the whole time.
Okay, 1d20 plus 5, and I'm gonna roll it twice. That's not good.
And
That is worse.
okay. You're not getting it. So you still haven't gotten the two.
I like the idea that
Giving
you
up on this fucking demon tooth.
day 5. I put my hand on your shoulder and I'm just like, you're now extremely muscular shoulder, mind you.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm worried about your sanity, friend. I don't want to see you fall.
You've noticed that my shoulder is very damp.
You also notice that the tooth is very damp too, because I've been sucking on that bad boy.
So good.
I'm not giving up on this fucking tooth. I will have it. You don't have any teeth,
We
goddamn.
don't have it. Yeah, but I don't think you've done enough to convince Pennell to have it yet.
No, this is an ongoing.
It'll be an ongoing
quest.
thing. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
You,
That
you
sounds
only
fun.
get one tick on
Oh.
the Pinnell gives me the tooth clock.
Exactly right. So there's no random encounters.
5
on
on a 3. Come on, game.
There's no random encounters on the way. You do, as you get closer to the tar pits, though, you do come across, because there's kind of like a trail up to it. You do come across like you have to go around it at certain spots where like the trail broke off and things like that. There's a couple corpses of giant spiders that have been stabbed through by small little spears and arrows.
Cool.
And and then I think we'll wrap up as you all get to the tar pits and see the scene of sort of like the flat land. Imagine the clearing of the jungle that leads to some like rather than tall trees, but like thicker underbrush, and then through that underbrush you see sort of these flat little roving lands of these black pits. And you can see small little like 3 feet tall creatures going around with buckets capturing some of this tar. Clearly those are the Fenitons. And there's no sign of the T-Rex at first. And then you hear a roar like on the other
No, it's not
side
a
of the tar
roar.
pits.
I'm holding a glass of water for no reason, right?
Okay.
Douche.
Oh yeah, the
Ripples in
ripples.
the
It's the
water.
rippling of the water. Of course it is. Of course. What am I thinking? I'm an idiot. Of course.
And there's a goat on a chain over there
Yeah.
for some reason.
Meh, just bleats.
1 minute
Yeah.
it's gone, and it's just like,
Yeah.
what happened to the goat?
Oof. The rippling of the water. God damn it, Edley. That's so good.
Kelsa gets
Oh,
out
it's
her
so
night
good.
vision goggles and
I
looks at the
forgot they
goat.
do. Oh, I need to go back and watch Jurassic Park before running. I'm sorry. That's perfect. Yeah, exactly. The rippling of the water.
That's a great.
And then
idea.
at the end, then the last shot as we wrap up for the day is the like roar and the thing in the back, and all the birds scatter.
Chris Pratt shows up with the circle ball thing. We all get in it.
The circle balls through the tar pits. No, I'm not. I wouldn't do that to you all. That would be. There is a version of this game that does that, I think. All right.
There's a Fennel with 2 hands out, stopping velociraptors from attacking him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Enough of the Jurassic memes. We get it. Yeah, I know you're resurrecting them from Amber, but let's call it for the day, okay? Because we have to get out of here a little bit early today, but we're happy to be back, and hopefully we're going to be back on schedule. So let's go around and do some
Very
outros.
happy to be back.
Yeah, me too. I miss this game with Milan. I'm truly dedicated to finishing this game. I want to complete a full D&D campaign, not like
We've
have things peter out. And like if we can bring this thing back to the dead from now, we can do anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the hardest encounter. Scheduling. That's the highest CR of anything.
I know.
050 calendar.
Presco's roll's been pretty shit tonight. So we'll see how we
Yeah.
go.
It's true. Better luck next time. LCT.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's a
welcome.
lot of fun to be back. Thanks, Dave. Yeah, you can find me on Twitch and Twitter at the Missoula Tego. And thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll be back, before the next millennium. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was good to be back.
Yeah, hi. Again, I'm Dempsey. I play Crook Monteau. You can find me on Twitter at DempseyDMC. I'd also like to point out that we've been playing this game for a year now. Like this week is basically our birthday.
God damn.
Yeah. So it's been a minute. It's been a minute when
Glad
it
you're
was just
back.
me, Dave,
I need to catch the
me,
start on Bug.
Josh, and Katie. It's been a minute.
Yeah. And I didn't even join the cast until episode 5, so it'd be another
late
month before
September,
my
yeah.
anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dempsey, yeah. OG.
So yeah, thanks for watching, and we have to end early because I have a job interview because I just moved again.
Yay!
Hey, yeah. Congrats. Good luck.
Thanks, Dave.
Hey everyone. I would tell you to go follow me on all the stuff, but you've already heard that before. So I'm going to tell you, it's been so long since we played this game. We actually released a Kickstarter for a game that I'm working on called Elder's Blood. It just succeeded its Kickstarter, and we've got half of the time left now, which is really good. So you can go on a Kickstarter and back that. It's really cool. It's like, yeah, I can find a link for that real quick. Here it is. I'll post it in chat because I'm a cool guy. The other thing is we released another game because it's been such a long time since we played this game called Good Night Night, which is now, as of today, on Steam. So that'll be coming into early access fairly soon as well. I can't send it in again because it's identical to my previous one I sent 30 seconds ago. So I just put boop. There we go. That works. And yeah, that's me. Thank you very much for watching.
Could you link it somewhere where you're allowed to link a thing?
I did.
Yeah,
link
because
it.
they didn't know.
Yeah,
they
they turned
didn't.
into 3
They're coming up
asterisks.
stars.
What? Really? They're not on my screen.
Well,
that's silly.
I just see Hunter too. That's deep. That's a joke. Okay.
anyway, hello. I'm Kelsa. I don't have any cool games on Kickstarter, but I do have cool role-playing games that I play. Since we were last here, my long-running game of Mobile Frame Zero Firebrands, Love and Banterful Skyfist Dive has wrapped up. Last night we did a fantastic post-mortem where we talked about hacking a game designed to be a one-shot into a multi-session campaign. We talked about all of like the emotions that came up between our characters and like how having like 2 weeks between each session affected how we played the game, as well as like just in general how that experience changed how we play games and look at role playing in general, because it definitely has an effect. So because I mean that game already is like just really good on its own, but by breaking it out into a longer form game, it adds another dimension, I think. Anyway, we talked about that all last night. You can find the VOD on my channel, which is twitch.tv/KelsaDelphi, and it will go up on YouTube probably tomorrow instead of later today, which is, of course, youtube.com/KelsaDelphi. On Twitter, it's just Kelsa. You can tweet. I tweet about when I'm going live with stuff. So in addition to this D&D game, I'm running a Scum and Villainy game on Tuesdays over on Party White Games, and I'm very happy with that game. I love being back in the GM seat, especially for Forge in the Dark game. So, and then soon there will be Consumed on my channel on the Monday night slot. And shortly after that, exact date to be determined, we're going to be starting a Legend of Korra Blades hack called Republic City by Night. It takes place before the Legend of Korra started, but just barely. So we're in the middle of Republic City, and all of the stuff that happens at the beginning of Legend of Korra is getting set up. That's kind of where we're starting in the timeline. I'm pretty excited about that. So
Awesome.
that's what I got going on.
By the way, for 3 retweets on the All the Blood Kickstarter away from them getting to another social goal reward.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Hmm.
something
Yeah, so
like
they're
that.
at 72 retweets out of 75 necessary. So if anyone's got a Twitter, you could retweet that and get more stuff on the game.
Hell yeah. Look at this guy. It's like he knows how to do the thing.
And I guess that's me. So let's see. Between Roll20's or report, getting that stuff sent out, between me going to Gen Con, between random scheduling things and getting everybody on board for this fight, and then me going to Amsterdam for vacation, it's been a very long time. But now things are squared away. Hopefully we can plan on a weekly basis. Still intend to do everything we. As always, follow us on Twitter and follow the Greyhawk channel. Special thank you to the Greyhawk channel. Support. They have content every single day. Sometimes twice a day. Most times twice a day these days. They so much. Shane is a very, very, very nice, generous person. So thank you to them, and thank you to their community, admins, and everybody who manage all of the game. That's a huge endeavor. Yep, thank you all. Super happy to be back, and we're gonna continue more Savage Tide. Same Savage time, same Savage place. Later, everybody.